Simo 2026 nyame ya adomo a nti afi mu de ye ne June bosome no ton kwanta pai ene the last day of the month na de be ka che Awurade ye beda na sipa yono a kakrakra ye hye bosumi ase na obi kra ni anida so obetumi atwa bosumi wei cause na sensem do so na mane ne do so. You even felt senka de ekoidie o senka o kan wano adru kra because de niam ko no de junior he be ya west kra but ankoba ne sa amene wo de wani ahu the last month and the last day of the month obi kra both me sampa ye be hye bosumi ase no na ya de bi abono no you thought say ankanya de anka bosumi kra wo de wani be hwe ebe wie but ene nyame adom tu da so wa hoden a wokọ na wo ba ahun ni nyina no oh we just count your blessings na wa hu sampa Awurade ayebi o ayebi pa ayebi tine the last day of the month aye jwada aye sign out for cry sign chas ye no de Kenya no say Awurade ye da wase papa so de nyina ye odi o anopai Midin the Miss Ruby Adams, and a pair at Nasi. Na yakodi weekend no aba no de na tese ye wan ho de ne isika ni ho krampo na still ye ovem e be yadwuma a Awurade animonyam ene ye tiefuo enti se de tie bia no Monday new week et se ye kona ho keka so gidi enti no pay agokan se ho nsam ne de ba de si weekend nyina ne abobo no e de ba ne wo ye ni mo nso so I expect to happen no ye ni nyina no de ba a no pay enye fedi agro ye be remu amanone FKK boabo no ho de akwa amanone na ensam no ye de ba from the FIFA Club World Cup ni mum ni say abakosem ne yesi no you say no Chelsea no so akwakọ ye de it's a team a the first team a go kasa we yasi o born the game 2 days ni nyina winning 2 days in your winning ye oh Chelsea start game no Saturday any away game no Sunday ti ye born Saturday na Chelsea lead ye be wie san na Chelsea lead just the Chelsea na say enya easy ma mo tumi hwe game no amachi ni nyina no mama me hu nsa osoro it was serious Chelsea ne Benfica was the round of 16 of the FIFA Club World Cup ni mo no yes starting game e come Chelsea acha ba kwa aka be 5 minutes 4 minutes be pon game no a yes say storm bi ni ade bi e ba no ya pon game no e be hu say ade ya ni hu bi enzizo say hu say rainbow to there but ewi achi na ewi na hyase e bo say Chelsea for ye Ghana ha no a ye nwumre no yesiripe twenya 1 AM on snap on game no but now we watched the game no it was a beautiful game Chelsea Benfica Chelsea are qualified to the quarterfinals now before Chelsea game na two Brazilian clubs ne their boy ni ama Botafogo and LUC to Palmeiras into Chelsea be sharp Palmeiras in the quarterfinals ya the moon send be ban round so no games ne to us so e ma nei Inter Miami but no second half na on by because Enrique and the guys no so you changes near day Marquinhos mo free mu ama emuda o kakra Messi ye se ba akoda de nanim ye se me na de nanim mienza de nanim say enu ade easy Inter Miami team no nya papa nti enu a page for kra de mo smooth kra omo to mbo asema wo no so nko ye de beba na after that no Vincent Company woni Felipe Luis de koboy ni Emma Company dinkuni ma Bayern Munich womo Flamingo fo na frim womo na mo share Chelsea 3-1 na mo se yenya womo wiase mo ano no womo bo womo ya ade chen Europeans no na Bayern fo de womo to level Hurricane bubo goals ni bi na games ne beto also the FIFA Club World Cup ma ye de beba under 21 Euros no so to dwa England Harvey Elliott Jam me can was them say e was some yi free nkro no ko senior team because Harvey Elliott ne a killer to boy England for mu dim kunim ye the moon send be any all other games to over the weekend no ye beto dwa transfers no e ho sem to say Chelsea Man United Liverpool Arsenal deals ne to say wa amano ne nyina no ye de beba e wa amano ne ensem ne mo Wimbledon Championship no tennis the second and I said the third Grand Slam of the year no and shasi sign the name of a call the tennis nimu one edge the Grand Slam way Wimbledon the grass no so no e be say ni na nkomo de be frama no ne na ye dia ba ye we are the first segment of the show the to draw okay a police officer Samuel Safo former Liberty Professionals player and defender no kan ho bi Ghana born local Black Stars no bia or ye adwuma ye papa nya call up even to the Black Stars no na officer in na den come out to dwa say Ghana league na amanfo bi ni interested wo mu no say be paya ne ho bia mu a wo mo crowd the key to open the door no kotoko ne Hearts because ohun wo mo say they are the Barcelonas the Real Madrids of Ghana football and no pemibu say is it the same thing kwame na keys let me open Ghana football no man attractive no is it still in the hands of Kotokone Hearts and I aje from Mensah na aje kura hwan am na se obu kura keys no a o betumi abia ma Ghana football no afa na tuma pade afra o see the keys no e Kotokone Hearts nsem ebi so there be keys no ensure mo nsem biem ene ye hye hwan mo nsem san come on the first segment no ye bedi wi a Ghana America to for na boabo mu ye pa bi mu di nkunim ene gisem oh fuseni ye de hon sem ne beba wo hadum say Black Queens ye sha eye ma no Afcon no se 5 July ya o ye boy last preparatory game a enwe ye o my naja o mati Ghana te e hon sem no ye de beba e wo show ne so Division 1 League All Blacks coach no one team na party way so All Blacks then why or do Premier League no do toguma na say why na call All Blacks ye de Mensah no better dra e de ama ye tiefo bibia ni Gold Stars e make signings call make signings any other interesting stories efifie ba ni na no anopay ya boaboa no extensively e din komosa from now till 9 a.m. kan ye ho na so no ye run for message for 0244 743143 0244 743143.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Yeba kwama no ne na FKK abonsam no chi etumi edi amaye lonat etu malaria se malaria droba koni ye lonat jewodi ai ebebo aye papa wanu mu atuntumi ne de ho so fifiboni bi fru uhunu said ye kwai malaria bomodin ne kai said dure betu ase ama wo no eye lonat kone kwaje udi esisi e wo all pharmaceutical shop enkoduma do bia mane nkobobo yare ne so e mane fa nkowo mu to ase prekun with lonat FDA4 age ediatum game park chop agudie no dibi star 946 hash star 946 hash obope na wudi agroni bi numbers 1 to 36 choose one number first ka to a trainer send ma wo mo omo ye draw na number ne ba out usika no ye bo homa up to 30 times but body aka na shana so nti wo choose be number 8 only 50 Ghana to a trainer send ma wo mo no so mo draw ne ba na number 8 ni pia bontia o 50 Ghana no ye bo ho sa up to 30 times on pe we na per day a game park cool chop code adbedi agron a star 946 hash star 946 hash modia na won so fa ho ehye agoni mu bi ne pesika ne bi efa egu botomu tie weye pam 31st Herbal Clinic eye specialist eni hu yade bi o metu ase de ma wani si owusi ade bi yes wani so uhu ade ye wade no wacha uhu ebe won so uhu eni hu yade bi an 31st Herbal Clinic ene betu ase etumi ede ma wo koma nkesi masku kesi mopsit aye for junction asem fo so mo fo su krom omo ben Presby Church no ena afa gona so adro omo bypass in Kubem na otena 1st July no Dr. Eba Cape Costa Kastle FM ya down here koko depo horoba no no mo ho no mu a fa wo ya de bi wani hu ya de bi afa bro mo on be san de ma ubusu ani bi wa wan kasa wani ya bia fa bra ochene ya Kastle FM down here doctor be around na fe watumi aboa bibia anya fra homan 0559 999543 0559 999543 31st Herbal Clinic almost say erade ene yaresafo no too much money on telecell nyasika or telecell susika babedwa nyo ye nyina ne sell bebo star 500 hash to airtime data no to bebre from 5 Ghana they kono totwa unya tope who get into the draw there be a one 100 Ghana na what be a 20,000 cedis and a grand prize you know a 1.2 million cedis to data to airtime no from a 5 cedis going you know all your bundles ne kono ano now we'll get the chance to win big money on Telecel. Kaiser terms and conditions apply. Telecel are connecting energies. Zeba kwama no ne na FKK abon semnochi etumi edi amaye. Mamenya o message on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143. Yes, to me live on Facebook, Kastle 90.3 FM Cape Coast. Join the show no hobby like na share for comment ne bra. Ebe kan etumi enso edi amount. Ghana football no ebe ya key ni eda so akuta kotoko ne heart. Anase key no. The agye from onsem ni agye a when the key no ekura no so betime be Ghana football no so ama eye Ghana ye football no so no etumi akona nim. This and many more. Ya de beba on the show. Ya kwama no FK Katina say e bon sem no chi e de amaye. It's 32 minutes past 6 on Kastle 90.3 FM.
I got my power, I got experience, I got do everything too much. And the old man who want to challenge me, hey, I'm okay here. This is my national flag. I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of Africa. Oh, you know, man, I'm too bad, baby. Bad, baby. Bad, baby.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Right, yen chao cry on kwama no ne na FKK e hon samning na no omochi emfa emaye matete Joao Pedro be from Brighton to Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea. Na say nkunku no. He say Chelsea for nkunku no. Ah, FKK nkunku no sha ba kono say no. What na say nkunku no so ko because as ba ku bi otumi dan no de two mu de ani bia bai. As nkunku no person of forcing itself na o stay. All this ai ye be di hon komo. FKK, good morning.
Good morning.
And Monday we have a call dear.
Yeah,
the radia say papa. So we can also book call dear. Okay. Yes, a bearman soon, Anna.
I the bearman be soon.
And your pogba no swing.
Say, it's Subani is from Papa.
No, there's a bearman soon, as Papa say. Ah, soon, I just say.
Bearman soon. You was said, I said, we are not said, yes, you can.
Remember soon, my ye, Papa.
Tears of joy.
Sir, I will tears of joy home.
Yes, tears of joy.
Ah, I'm pogba soon, swing them, emotional cry and also sometimes emotional cry ka crack
I mean sugumu
no mobile yo
some ye nipa
aye sumbra bonten usugumu ho FKK usugumu oh asemo bibia be fine actually bia you get the planet here sometimes of course
sure.
Yeah ba so am afreme yan kwa mo no nemra
you be kwa mo ne na ya de 7 radio broadcast 90.3 in 7 doors won ye pa na obetimi e share
doors hefa
doors papa me wan you like live on Facebook we dey wadwen kire no be ba we are like na share na yenko yanim so e wo honom na yemfa nsem na ntimi from Empire the boxing and na e shas ye okay April dia middleweight bout ba so na between Chris Umbach Jr. and Conor Ben omo edi boani na unanimous decision dia Chris etimi edi nkunim and Conor Ben omo etimi aboa atrigger sa rematch clause no ti omo se nyame adoma September 20th it's about no rematch no betimi aba so first one no eba so wo Tottenham Stadium or say the end there dia omo enyam fa venue no enso emba na mum de ba and say UK wa and as about no enso betimi aba so I don't say na chance dia free ho FIFA Club World Cup round of 16 no enso etimi etwa so e wo ho no Palmeiras say she e kaba kwa Botafogo omo entimi ante eda memendar na sa games yi enso etimi aba so after extra time na say game no kwa regulation time no 0-0 and na ekowie Paulino and I bought the only goal 100th minute into the extra time Fresh Staff no mu na Brantene e share Botafogo for no ye omo ntimi ante e se ka no Benfica nso ne Chelsea game no any suspensions ahodo na obehwe a weather condition no e boy ma game no mo boduru ba bi na so mo suspended na etimi atoa so after extra time a game no ekowie tipenko 1-1 ewo regulation time no na any extra time no Chelsea edemiensa e ka ho Benfica team mienu Benfica go na penalty 90+5 I heard Di Maria na first goal Chelsea Reece James free kick come pa no boy e de share in kuku Eshe ewo extra minute no Neto Pedro Eshe bisanso na Dosby Hall enso etimi eshe fourth goal no de boa Chelsea ema omo so etimi ekọ mo ne menra say na ekoye PSG for no Inter Miami say obi anim so mo de omo nshada nya de sa so atia say one man club na ade a PSG for no fresh start 4 goals and omo share Inter Miami for no second half omo buy ebetimi ebe ball compact game omo defend ye na emo no timi say na PSG for no respect kakra wo into omo anhye goals ni BMT 4 goals ni nyina no fresh staff João Neves about 2 goals Abrantia Frene Avels obo on goal Eddie Boye Emma PSG she won 3 goals Samson Crawford Kimi Abrantia Guzua person try de ma PSG for no so she 4th goal no Eddie Mo Inter Miami for no free Kofi Flamingo omani Bayern game no enso eba so 6 goals no omani my Flamingo she 2 Bayern she for Bayern goals no Abrantia Frene Poga she on goal Eddie Eboye Samson Hurricane about 2 Leon Goretzka and about 4th goal no enso edima Bayern Munchen Sanso and a Gerson and Jorginho and about 2 goals no enso Eddie Emma Flamingo Boboko no and 7 p.m. Inter Milan omo enso any Fluminense about 1 a.m. ho and a Man City enso ni Al Hilal and I say Al Hilal once game no enso ebetimi abo na okopiem ewo eye CONCACAF Gold Cup quarter final no Mexico ahomachi ade omo enso etimi ehye kanemienu ema Saudi omo entimi antibi Saudi Arabia entimi antibi kra Alexis Vega ebo go ni bi sanso ena Madu ebo ongo enso etimi edebo Mexico for no we eye quarter final game a eno so eba so Canada omo ene Guatemala ena ebo ni na Canada for no mo ya dapa fo papa Jonathan David ebo go enso etimi ede won first goal we game no mom sanso na branch friend Ruben ete ede ma Guatemala mano penalty shootout ade a 6-5 ena Guatemala enso etimi ade qualify ko eye semi final United States of America omonso so echi Costa Rica game no ekoye 2-2 regulation time no extra time by penalty shootout and a determine US 4 Emma Costa Rica enso etimi 3 entizana si eko wieye enso ewo hono ya de sansem no so etimi abro ewo dwumadie no so na onim say nei first game edikan ekoso a quarter final Honduras omunya qualification no over Panama wabra omoso etimi qualify ade a 1-1 ekowe regulation time penalty shootout 5-4 and a Honduras for no enso etimi ade qualify akọ omo anim na yenhwe Euros no ade a under 21 no final no enso etimi aba so England after extra time omo 3 Germany enso etimu mienu Harvey Elliott Hutchinson Abrantia friend Roland Rowe omo enebo 2 goals no enso etimi we Omari Hutchinson Sanso na Harvey Elliott Sanso ena kokopima Jonathan Rowe omo enebo 3 goals no edema England Sana Abrantia friend Wiper eni ne bell omo so etimu mienu enso etimi edema Germany de tie eni se England for no 2023 omo na je ena 2 years on omo enso etimi aje enti back to back victory for Lee Kastle ni side no ono a ena last 2 years ono omo je ena wasa de omo aje papai ebe England adwuma kakra anko ma ne to aso mama na anye ena makofa to share enso etimi dia ba ye be ko yanim na yetimi ahwe react to nsema hodo a eno nso free games no enso etimi ade ba FIFA Club World Cup na say ena yetufa na yetimi akwa piemo Bayern mfa de be sha se de free Chelsea the Blues won coach Enzo Maresca or say oh proud with any players no omotimi gina mo emfa say game no ye suspend here no mo eba na say dew no from there na so no ba be put up that wonderful performance from mo winning game no.
You of your players and that performance.
Yeah, very proud. The performance for me was top until 85 minutes, then they stopped the game and it started completely different game. You know, when you are inside more than 1 hour it's not easy, but again 1-1 and then we continue to play and at the end I think the reward has been the one that we deserve.
What were you saying to your players in that break? How did you keep them going? Because it must be so hard mentally as well going back out.
Yeah, especially when it's 85 minutes. It's 5 minutes to go. It's very difficult, but we try to keep them in the best way we could in that moment. And at the end, we are in the first 8 teams here in this competition, and we are very happy.
Yes, Entiano, and Samenzo Maresca, Chelsea coach, and Chile say, nay, Usha after side breaking now, mentally, Nanka Betimia Quaco Honey players, and so or Bomo, Echidom, and so Etimi, Abo Mabaso, so me by Birini side given at the moment to a happy as a coach. Now, Busano penalty call. I buy Eddie Tiamo and many I had Di Maria at the boy sharing 90 plus. Next injury time game no baby Yanis I say and now who's that decision?
Penalty, Angel Di Maria scored. Did you think it was a penalty, Gusto?
No, the problem is that it's no foul. The penalty comes from a free kick that is no foul. But sometimes it's better if not the handball. Yes, I mean the free kick. Yes, it's coming. That is no free kick. But sometimes it's better if you don't say what you think about referee, because I think overall today we deserve to win the game, and better talk about the team and not about the referee.
Yes, yentene ne focus on the beko game na Chelsea players no boy more mu win here on person be concentrate e referees no decision on make here eno nsama won so kan nemu de kan confirm ya ne so de ohunu say enye foul no nsama Enzo Maresca so timi de buy was sansem so yento so na yenko Rhys James ono ebo fiki kama enso etimi ehye yobisa no sen na okogina bo no komo be na mudiye ansa na wutu etimi ede sabo ne to sa first po no ema utimi share the first goal enso etimi ede ma Chelsea Football Club say na Rhys James so etimi chiremu.
Well, Reece, that was a pretty crazy game out there. What did you make of that one?
It was a very difficult game, you know, with a lot of interruptions. You know, the climate wasn't the best, the pitch wasn't the best. You know, it was very slow and hard to play. And yeah, I mean, you know, you get to 85 minutes and then the game to be stopped for I don't know how long, but a long period of time. You know, it takes, you know, a lot out of the players. They cool down and then they need to, you know, restart the engine again. It's tough, but we're happy we got the job done.
What did you guys do in the dressing room? How did you remain cool? How did you remain active during that period?
No, we just a little bit over recovery, you know, keeping the legs going on the bike, a little bit of stretching, some music to keep the vibes there. Yeah. I mean, you know, we done well in extra time, you know, to score the goals we did, and you know, get the job over the line.
I want to ask about your free kick. Another fantastic free kick from you this season. What are your thoughts going through that? Did you see the keeper off the line? You know, what did you make of that?
No, when I was walking over, I spoke to the centre halves. What do you want? And they just said like a shot cross in swing. I said no problem. And then I got to the ball and I saw the keeper's positioning, and yeah, he showed me too much of the goal, so I just decided to shoot.
Yes, yentene ado mudi nkomo mra free kick ne buy no o na adwesa so be wa de na sim na se ni players no teammate no nya sa empo connection na no mapem enso etimi edi atum na no eno hu se goalkeeper no enso ni position no wetimi every first ball no kakra eno de ball no eto ho into first decision no na ni se o so etimi ebo pass na o mo so etimi ebo hye na mo hu se sa option aba no eno no so enso etimi ebo ye hye ne kama Eddie Emma Chelsea Football Club or this answer no so chiremo and so etimi dia by Rhys James captain for yet Chelsea na ye ukoko piom dia Vincent Company ono na ye coach Eddie Emma Bayern Munich almost etimi edin kunimo won game almost so boy no so say no expression or assessing the team now after qualification to the next stage.
I mean, it felt like there was double the amount even, you know, because the atmosphere was so special, so electric. But I think the main thing is I looked in the first 20 minutes and we were playing well, but the intensity of the game was ferocious. So you're sort of thinking, okay, in this heat against this opponent, is this going to carry on? And to be fair, we grew into the game, and I think it was a good game for the fans, but we're really happy to go to the next round.
Yes, after qualifying to the next stage, and I know Sama Vincent Company coach and so the map Bayern. Ono so etimi akire mu say no ojiri supporters no eni agin coach no hu ni say wan hyeda enya say de na ompeso ombo no nemom de ne hia qualification no na so mo qualify eno no mo nsa enso kan Harry Kane ono so etimi ebontana no etimi edi eboa Bayern ono so etimi expression especially in the second goal I was share na kwan fa so by Samson overall team no collectively ekwan mo fa so mo so di nkunim.
Yeah, I know. It was a nice ball by Josh. I weren't sure if he saw it, and he played a nice little disguise pass. And I talk a lot about the first touch. It sets up the goal, and I was able to go both ways. And I thought front post was the better option, and thankfully it worked off. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, we're playing against a really good side. You know, difficult conditions, really hot. And I thought we played well for large spells of the game, but every time we felt like we got away, they kind of clawed their way back and made it difficult, especially in the second half. So the fourth goal was an important goal for us, just to ease the nerves for the last 10 minutes or so. And then from there, we controlled it well.
Yes, Joshua Kimmich and a man are 6 for the second goal. And then the fourth goal, Nyaya Eddie Emma Bynum, and no chim say no pass in a bio, no, so to make good use of, and no Timmy connect here at the ball, no so at 2 at Tremtine. Victory no important at the man the last, ni teammate, and no a hurricane, so your team at the buy, and I am Javier Mascherano, no, and I coach at the Inter Miami, or no so to make us at the end and Trudy Abba. Now, share difference, no quality from APH, you know, and the make difference, no, and so to me at the more so Mukofi, no, so to me continue.
Javier, how do you analyze this game?
Well, we could saw the difference between the teams, but we are very proud of the guys because until the end they were working hard, they trying to play. The difference is like this. I think we have to move forward, we have to look forward.
Yes, you so look forward. No more equal money, man. No, Javier Mascherano, coach at the Inter Miami. No, Chiremo Honum said difference no between PSG and Inter Miami. Obi who is pa until I proud with any team no bomb or a boy and also and sama on also a team kind chat for a honum a game and also a team a bass. No, you better so now yet me call Luis Enrique on also so happy with that performance now the players, you know, and so done a D. Luis Enrique, a coach at my PSG, you know, a side for game, no, a crumb so far, so I feel more etimi control, no more dominate, I feel more winning.
They could score a goal, but I'm happy. I'm happy with all the players, with the mentality, with the attitude, and I think we need to improve, like always, because that's the professional football, but I'm happy. Thank you, Luis.
Yes, and so I'm happy with a victory, no, and we are and Sama Luis Enrique, and so etime kaya at the fire side game almost so etime a boy, a one of never so na yakoya name Joseph Pep Guardiola, and ne Ujina Akono, or more a bomb, any Al Hilal, and so a betime a boy, you bisa Pep Guardiola, the decan cry, say nay, saying, and who a yomumpo or more chances, our side game, no, na the decan bisano secretism. Akono ankasa na danfo IFN Judging Club or more Premier League no more fight for say players no so betimi eje omo ahome na ebisa secretarism a coach ne any others no so kind of FIFA Club World Cup no say and also responding to say na Pepe Kaka found.
Listen, Jurgen, we fought together many times. You know, I know where that idea come from. So we fought a lot in England when we went to the UEFA meetings, especially on the Premier League, to try to, you know, the calendar, to try, you know, to go more quality, right? So the players rest and the manager rest, we have more quality. So didn't surprise me a lot. So didn't surprise me. I understand him. I respect him. I have an incredible relation for many years from Jurgen. We were rivals, and now imagine his step back on that position. I understand his argument because his argument is, you know, it's I would defend as well. But at the same time, we are in a job like we follow the, you know, FIFA, UEFA, Premier League, Serie A's, every competition. Listen, the manager, we are not going to organize the competitions. No, so everyone has his own role. The people organize this competition. Once we are here, I said many times, I'm so proud to be here because at the end, many teams complain about the competitions because they are not here. Otherwise, they would love maybe even here. There will be their media here. There will be their supporters here. There will be his income in terms of money to be here, and they will be happy to be there. So, of course, you know, ideal situation for the manager. I will have to have 2 months for the next season. I tell you right now, yes. I will have to have refresh for next season, yes. But it's what it is. And we deserve what we have done in the past to be here. Once we are here, let's do our best as possible.
Yes, internet no and some Pep Guardiola kan sampa wo premiership no memra na club e wonom no na de bi omo committee na omo F5 ti say ne calendar no say mpenifo no organizers ne bibi found na say be ye omo enye na emom no hwa the second point no usadwene ho a so gitum say ne enye omo na ye organizers omo organize games omo dwuma omo ye coaches any players the tian say ne organizers no eye de mom say do kan FIFA UEFA sanso na FA no omo etimi edi games ne ba na mo so ma boabo mo no makwa ye adwuma enti esa na tie nti nei omo a omo atifi omo anya biamba no ebia nkomo so na wo ho ankomo do omo supporters omo bedi kwan kopiem na omo so afili competition no ontimi emblem obi amba show bia na emom no de obetimi aka so proud so ni team no enso ho no omo enjoy game no at the end of the day also omo ekọ no mkoko ya dwuma no nsema Pep Guardiola so eka efa ho e wona wasansem na mo no judging club de no de ba na na Hristo Stoichkov enso respond ye say judging club criticism no ade aye no won ye nya de no be expect say club enso obi a said o si respect no on ebetimi aka sansem no na mom no o si bia club na so angry kakra sanse wo hwa ne club RB Salzburg omo ntimi anko omo anim ewo competition te bi omo nim bi omo ntino na judging club ne buafu ema na de kekan kasansem no nanya saade a we competition a ogiri se dodo na no enso ani age ewo ho a omo ebo no se embra na Liverpool okochi omo na no mo FIFA Club World Cup no wante se papai complaini ye a odi omo ekokobo bia na esika ba ya ogyeye sanso na oduo mu so a enyoma hodo ebe mu ene respect a hodo a omunya firim nyina no nsa kan die ntina afei oba ba be criticize no Hristo Stoichkov no so ne nsama wo kan ye enso etimi ede efa ho no na oduo mu a Pep ekasa ede efa game a baso no yobisa no sesen ena ohu omo chances do see red time na nkasa ni knockout stage ne ho any competition into am I ready so konom kodin kunim.
The real time is here. We made a good group stage. I would say the first two games not playing much well. The last one much better, and yeah. So that is not second chances. So against, for example, Juventus, the Turin, winning or losing, we're qualified. Now we continue here, we're back home.
Yes, Anthony. So more money and normal continue. Now more ambo game also more body and on Bekofi into real time ni any no Pep. Then someone so I kind of funny be say how well and a Saudi Pro League in any Al Hilal for no one who ochirem say oni mo kra no who game mo Madrid boy.
If they compete against Madrid or they compete, it's because they are a good team. I saw the game and I can say that everybody's noticed that the last 2 or 3 years or 4 years Saudi League improved incredible, and just see the players, not just Al Hilal, Al Nassr or many other teams, like few other teams like in Arabia. Maybe there are not a lot, but there are 3 or 4 that they are a bunch of the quality players that they have there, and at the end the football depends on the players. And I see the squad and I see again when Joao has the ball, the quality with the ball, and of course Mitrovic, I don't know if we will be able to play, but Milinko Savic and all the players they have there. So I know perfectly Ruben Neves, the personality, the character they have, been lead for the manager, one of the most successful managers in the last years. So this is the truth. But saying that, I'm incredibly concerned the last 2 days, knowing a little bit is my team. We were able to be consistent what we have done against Juventus, improve a little bit. Is it possible that level? But be consistent in the game. This is the main target for our game tomorrow. Be recognizable for ourselves, for that game and for the future.
Yes, today game omukwa kobo for any ochina future eka ho bi na ohwa Saudi Pro League na anya bia no benya 3 clubs a ukuru omu team no omu wo quality a ewo mu ye omu ebo ana sa obobo omu din any others no nyina so etimi ade eka ho nti na Saudi Pro League no omu akere se omu nso so eye oman a omu nso so league no omu betimi aboa na akọ omu anim ti game a Al Hilal omu nso ne Madrid boy no obia ehu omu quality no nti na City for no e fa ne serious no eye Pep Guardiola no nso nsem okan de fa game le Messi si ampa omu game omu ne PSG boy ne game no omu anticipate so omu so betimi abo omu modern so omu try omu best na emom no fa na amfa enso entimi amfa ma so omu give good impression any enso so in terms of a work up kokobo na obi ahu so omu nso so e ho no ma so bo omu modern eno ye nsema Leo enso e kan enso etimi e de e fa ho e wo game no so omu ni PSG boy no amfa entimi amfa omu nso no omu so omu kofi etimi akwa to so Ibrahimovic Zlatan ena ene watimi criticize Inter Miami club no o say Messi pe ena ase ohu no ewo ye team no no mo aka ni nyina no oyusu word bi enso so etimi ede ma so mu nyina no ebo te statues na ese wo hwe a omo nya de enti Messi pe na Messi eda ni team bia mu a ka Messi betimi ameki sa difference no enti ne Ibrahimovic so ene de sansem no so etimi ede aba enso ho no Ousmane Dembele ena woje ye Jesus ahodo ebobbo so okwa de edi kan Lionel Messi oji both top and down nyina say hia no onfa ema no enti ne o ma Messi ekom dressing room no koro no nyina ɛna wɔgye owie na ɔgye Luis Suarez so top no ɛnso etimi ɛde ɛka ho ene Ousmane Dembele owie yɛ ɛna ɔde nyinaa nso ɛkɔto ɛne social media platforms no so ɛde kyerɛ sɛ wagye Suarez ne top ɛna wagye Lionel Messi ne top and down nti ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm kakra ɛno nso efiri saa game no mu ɛnso etimi ɛde ɛbaayɛ ɛhɔ no ma ɛde bi ɛde ama o João Neves ɛna ɛgye superior player of the match no ɔgye esi ne nan so ɛwɔ PSG game ɔmo ne Inter Miami boy no Harry Kane ɛnso ɛgye ɛde ma Bayern ɛma ɔno nso no performance no nso na ɛwɔ so yie paa na awura ma anasɛ papa friend na sɛ Al Khalifa ɔno ɛna club president ɛde ɛma Paris Saint-Germain after game no ɛna ne wɔto ne nsa ɛfrɛ David Beckham asese sɛ ɛnso ɛso ne din so ɛna no yɛ na knighthood no ɔmo nso etimi ɛde ma no nti sɛ David ɛna ɔmo de ma no jersey a ɔyɛ number kɔkɔ hyɛ yɛ 32 ɛna ɛbo akyire kama na ɔmo present yɛ ɛnso etimi ɛde ɛma no sansɛm no ɛnso etimi dia ba ɔahɛ Di Maria nso so ɛyade anim sɛ ɛni after so ɔmo firi mu no ɔde ɛyɛ European game no ɛnso edi so ɔkɔ yɛ Rosario no no so continue wɔ ne boyhood club no wɔ Brazil ɛno nso yɛ nsɛm efiri ahɛ Di Maria nso so aso ɛyɛ ɛnso etimi ɛde ba Moses Caicedo ɔno nso na ɛgye superior player of the match no ɔgye esi na so ɛmra Chelsea ɛnso game no mo kodi nkunim ɛnso ɛwɔ ma bibia kɔnkan de ma mo Endrich ɛyade a ɔkɔpie mo Real Madrid bobo kun ma akɔka squad no ɛno a training no mo yɛ no Endrich nso ɛpateki yɛ ɛma bibia ɛnso ɛkɔnkan ɛnso etimi ɛde ɛma no ntie ne Endrich no nsɛm no saa na esi ɛtia team no wɔ kame no na de a Kylian Mbappe nso so etimi ayɛ training atoatoa so ntie news no ɛne sɛ Tuesday game a Real Madrid and Juventus ɛbɛbɔ no ɛade Mbappe ebetimi anya no first minute abɔ ɛnso so ɛwɔ yɛ saa game no mu ɛno nso yɛ nsɛm kakra firi ɔba na ɛade a Pep Guardiola ɛnso ɛkyerɛ sɛ n'ani agye yie papapapa sɛ ne ɔmo ɛwɔ ɔmo camp a ɔmo yɛ training ɛna ɔmo hu sɛ papa a yɛfrɛ no ɛyɛ Arsene Wenger ɛnso so apie mu hɔ ɛba bɛhwɛ ɔmo ɛtimi akyɛ ɔmo na ɛde ɔmo ani gye paa ne ɔmo etwitwa pictures ahodoɔ na ɔhwɛ a ɔyɛ coach a yɛfrɛ no Arsene Wenger ɔkochi ɛne Kolo Toure ɛma ɔmo nyinaa no ɛka bo nim sɛ Toure sɛ ɔne Man City na ɛbɔ adwuma ɔmo nyinaa atwitwa mfonyin wɔ hɔ hyɛ ɔmo nkrane sɛ ɔwɔ hyɛ ɔmo well so ɔmo nso ɛnkɔ ahead na ɔmo ɛnkɔ ni nkunim ɛwɔ hɔ na transfers no kakra na yɛntimi ɛnhyɛ aseɛ ɛnti fam ɛwɔ nom de adeɛ teɛ ɛne sɛ adeɛ a Burnley ɔmo reject 25 million pounds wei ɛyɛ bid a Newcastle for ɛde kɔ ɛsɛ James Trafford wɔn goalkeeper no nkɔmo ɛngye na ɔmo ɛmfam no nanso no ɔmo gyidi sɛ saa ɛyɛ sika no esua nti ɔmo ɛtimi aboa to baabi ɛde ato hɔ no ma ɛno nso so na ɔmo ɛntimi angye sika no ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ nti ne Burnley ɔmo reject saa amount of money Pogba adeɛ a yes Monaco a confirm say ne abrante no assign 2-year deal ɛnso so ɛtimi ɛde amom to June 30th 2027 and a contract no ɛnso ɛbɛn de wɔn ma Pogba all sign na ɛsɛ ɔti ne suo na ɛsɛ wei ɛyɛ sun kakra na abrante na ɛte na ɛsɛ wabrɛ dopi no ɔmo ɛnam so ade bane no kakra ɛna ɔmo tetete so na sisi ade abrante no ɛnso anya akonya kwa kosi akade ama AS Monaco ho nsɛm no ɛso yɛtimi adi ama Arsenal for yɛso ɔmo ɛhwɛ sɛ ne abrante yɛfrɛ no wɔde go goals na ɔmo bɛkɔ na ɔmo akɔ sane no so ɛde ne fɛ Real Madrid boboko no yɛsɛ ntete ɛba sɛ ne efi na ɛkɔ no week mu ankosi na wie bia mpo ɛkɔ ɛwɔ mpo saman window sɛ de bia no ebia club no bɛte sɛ wɔde go goals akɔ kyerɛm so munya ɔmo enkamu gya no kwan na ɔnkɔ yɛsɛ Madrid fo nso so abrante ne ba ɔmbɛka sɛ daabi kɔna kɔfa club bra sanse 90 million pounds club bi ade ba yɛbɛgye na ɔmo wakɔ ɛno ɛyɛ report a rumors ɛno nso ne nanam wiem Bayern so prepare ɔmo first bid ɛde akɔ Nick ɛyɛ Watermaid ɔno ɛka yɛ squad Germany under 21 ɔmo so kɔbɔ yɛ nkodu final wɔ Euros no a England for sure ɔmo gye no abrante ne mbɔ pa ɛsɛ Bayern for kɔ na ɔmo so akɔ hɛsa ɔmo nsa betimi aka abrante na Inter Milan ɔmo agree so ɔmo bɛsane ɛyɛ Johan Ange ɛyɛ Bonny ɛyɛ striker ɔno nso ɛfrɛ ɛyɛ Palmer na ɔno nso abɛsane de amom 23 million euros plus ɛyɛ 3 million euros ɛno bɛyɛ add-ons no na abrante nso akɔ akɔsi akan so ɛtimi ɛde amom Chelsea for ɛwɔke around the clock João Pedro ɔmo kɔ akɔsane no ɛde ne frɛ Brighton and Hove Albion abrante no na ɛsɛ sika ɛda no so ɛyɛ 50 million pounds ɛno nso ɛyɛ sika ɛbɛtimi apie mu na ɔmo nso ɛtimi asane so ɔmo nsa kapɛ na ɔmo ɛtimi confirm di ne deɛ ɛsɛ ɛbɛtuma mu a until June 2032 for the Brazilian ɛno ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛno nso so ɛfiri ɔbɔ Arsenal for fully yɛsɛ ɔmo agree personal terms with a center back Christian El Mosquera. Yebeka ne ho nsɛm kyerɛ wo ɛyɛ weekend yi Arsenal for awie personal terms no with the boy na sabe aka so on be submit ɔmo nso so bid no 14 million euros. Now di kan koi Emma Valencia for a reject. Yes, Arsenal for betimi amekini 20 na ɔmo nso so ɛtimi ɛdi akɔ. Na ɔkɔ Barca for so yɛ say Mark Andre ter Stegen no sɛ wɔ se chinchina tena na ɔbɛtena ɔnkɔ a ɔmbɛ strip it off any captains ɔmbɛ gye free ni nsɛm yɛ se so ɔmo ɛgye di a ɛyɛ Ida sɛ ɛyɛ Frankie de Jong ni din wom yie pa Rafinha ɔno nso so ni din wom san so ɛna ɛyɛ other players so ɔmo so wom no yɛse captains no yɛbɛtimi ɛde ama ɔmo Nico Williams ɛyɛ ade a ne mural a ɛwɔ ɛyɛ stadium hɔnom ɛmekyerɛ alert Bilbao wɔn player no ɛyɛ ade a ɔmo yɛ pɛ na wɔn supporters no asɛ na ɔmo yɛ na ɔmo asɛ no third time just weekend ya na ɔmo ɛyɛ wie yɛ ɔmo asa akɔ akɔkɔsɛm biem sɛ abrante no ɔbɛkɔ a ɔnkɔ ɔmo sɛ leave. We will always defend our badge. And no air supporters in the message. Omo nso so etimi edi akọ Besiktas. Omo awie kakra bi na omo awie abranti ya friend Tammy Abraham from AS Roma to Besiktas Turkish League no. Tammy Abraham money na awie personal terms no club agreement no eno so omo awie akase confirmation no enso betimi about 15 million euros eno yesika eno so betimi apie mu enso Dominic Calvert-Lewin ɔsɛ Everton Boboko no ofiri ɔsansa ne contract na ne ya ene dwe Monday ya ende ne wia ɔno nso entimi entoa so ɛhɔ no ma Calvert-Lewin ɔno nso so obe moving on no so akɔ baby foforo Barca hɔ ukopie ma onim sɛ na ɔmo de wɔn players bi ka former players Lionel Messi mu nyinaa ɛka ho bi 2020 we ɛyɛ pre-covid no ho ensem na say yes emra covid no ɛbaeɛ no ne ewu wo mu ayi na mu na 2020 ahokyerɛ bae anti players bi wɔ no na ɔmo gye sika kɛseɛ wɔn bonuses ahodoɔ nyinaa no Barca fo no ka sɛ ɔsɔ ɔmo ɛyɛ ne deferred na nti no yɛse kakra Barca fo no etua wi a Lionel Messi say na ne de no wanim yie pa 47.6 million yeso ɔmo atua ma ka 5 million anase 5.96 million dodoɔ na no ɔmo atua mo de amomo wi a Barca fo enso de saa nyoma na ba kakra ɔmo gu so a balance ɔmo books na no yɛ nsɛm a efiri ɔba Euros no England fo no ɛgye after wɔn coach Lee Kastle ɛkasa ɛfa ho ɛkwan ɔmo fa so ɔmo ayɛ no back to back na ɔmo so etimi awini ɛyɛ Euros no. Yes, into the next 2 years or more, share challenge no so some kwaje to us and Premier and Santi players no bomb baso say ne challenges a hodo mo kodi empo wo bi maso nyina no omo etimi win character no yade anani eso yi pa eno yade a coach bia ebinya ne contract on sensem no say ne city or to aso na bibia konkan na no so say no kafa ho.
You signed a contract extension until 2027. What's next for you? Thinking about the World Cup and you've been working alongside Tuchel?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm going to try and enjoy tonight. I think it's important that I love my job. I'm very proud of the job that I do. I love working with the players. Obviously, I've had a chance with the senior team as well. I love that. So, the best thing I can do is help the pathway and try and help the senior team.
Yes, and the extension about to 2027. So, because a senior side na kobo to care no, and no, they were saying running Crabby and a bachelor. Omaji trophy into a somo call, no so call celebrity. Harvey Elliott also a born teammate now, but so more a team boy now from Mobo as a team, no so waji rules no.
So far, all the lads are, just top guys, and might be the last time I'm ever going to play with some of them. As we're moving on now, we're too old for the competition, but it's been incredible. And the best of luck from the very first
Yes, into challenge, na da ho de mo say 2023 omukokoje ono heavy a lot to say no kan ho nti no mo benya dodo na expect so mbesa baba je no ho adwuma eno baba nti ni teammate no mo ye incredible ball mo aba so say wom say omuntembe tete dodo na no ebia obi abefa ni we na mum no ogiri so mbesa hia one way or the other no mo so atimi akọ mo ni mo de sansem na by German pennant also owa na okokote say ne afie no hwe Premier League for no ba be boa say after game bia no was say your choruses interviews in no mahodo and so eba so say Saudi we the embo America for no me Saudi night ukokopie mu UK on dia embo mo kra.
All I'm going to talk that American sports and football, two different things. As in the fans, the passion, the hostility, not the same. You know, you've got all mixed match with their fans, and everyone's we don't have that over here. It's war. We go into war when we're playing football. As soon as we cross that line and it's heated, you don't really get that over there in their sport. So they can come off the pitch or whatever the sport is, off the court, and have a chat and go, we did try the best, but next game we're gonna probably do a little bit better. I missed that hoop. But thank God Steph Curry was there. So I can't see that working here. If you sub him, just imagine you subbing Bruno Fernandes off for 60 minutes. He's going to be losing his rag. Absolutely raging. So with the fans. And if I had a mic in my face, I probably wouldn't play for the rest of the season because and you give me a call down. I'm going home after that game and I'm still raging, especially if we lost as well. And I'm coming in the next day and I'm moody, sulking. So I can't see this working here. Yeah. I can't see, just imagine you're getting spanked 3-0 by Liverpool and then someone's got a mic in your face saying, how did that go for you? I thought it was quite well. We're losing.
Yes, yentine said German pennant and so chirichi mo say ne ye bia oni Liverpool bo na oni obi e bo no a show 3 na ya ma half time na Mike Ababe su anim say na hu game no eno hu nsem no o se emfa e wo ukwa America no mo sport no ye different NBA for no ne sa yi for no mo de research bia no omo wi a omo ye interview o say da bi UK o de bo no mo fa na te say war nti nya de ya anyonkosem bia nti omo fa no nto nche no mo enko mo ni me see na mum the most valuable midfielders our assassins so yes Jude and edika on ma 180 million euros eno ni sika da no so a Pedri vet mu nyina no eto so top 20 no live on Facebook oba onso wa obehwehwehwem na esa wonso so watimi ahwe wogi tuma na so ngi ntum ni de ye de si ha na discussions so watimi ato so the Mount Kastle 90.3
The Real Sports.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Kastle 90.3 FM Sini Robert Mensah Sports and Yatna say the morning. It's 8 minutes past 7. Yabada FKK as say ode yakọ amano ne yaba hwe nsem emu na mama Osman akwa before that me kan to dwan the third grand slam no bass I know say from Ocheneko no FKK the all the results no de ebeba amayehu enti ena the first round of the Wimbledon no shase enti no some of the big games are and yehwe animu no 10 a.m. Daniel Medvedev woni abranche ndi de Bonzi from France ena ebebo na Holger Rune world number 8 no ne Jerry Nicholas and so a big game and Omobebo Stefan Tsitsipas world number 24 woni Royal game and so enye fedia grown up fee Felix Auger-Aliassime from Canada no ne Duckworth from Australia so no game na Carlos Alcaraz number 2 woni Fabio Fognini obejini di me bi etwam pa the Italian no ne wo big game and now betumi abo Andrei Rublev number 14 woni abrantie Jerry Lau so game na omonso betumi de abo anim then the likes of Matteo Baratini the Italian woni abrantie Mashak enso game ne omo betumi de abo ani wo Wimbledon ase freestyler number 5 woni Mpeshi Pericard wonu free France game no betumi abo Alexander Zverev number 3 one Renda Clinic one also free France game and betumi abo. These are some of the big games no say games involve the big stars ne Wimbledon memano afemu na emano afemu no Elina Svitolina number 14 one Anna Bonda game ne Ons Jabal from Tunisia na send the enkoye ntino yensidi nimpo one Victoria Tomova game number ball Ostapenko ene Qatar game ne almost bebo ani na menkoka Madison Keys ono na the first Grand Slam of the year no the Australian Open nti Keys ɔne Elena Rose ɛwɔ game now betumi ɛde abɔ ani na menhwɛ kakra na afei yɛmfa nsi the world number 1 Arena Sabalenka wɔ game ne wɔne ɛyɛ Branston na girl no Canada ni no yɛnya yɛ draw ne pɛ na ɔse maybe a day will come I'll get a better draw into ɔno anim sɛ in the game no ɛbɛyɛ diamond but still say Sabalenka careful because bibia betime sinti first round no one lady no game and number 4 Jasmine Paolini Ghana moja woni moja mu we the Italian no one Anastasia Sevastova will game and na omusu betumi ede aboani number 9 Paula Baldosa ono so any bulta will game and na omusu betumi ede aboani Chewenzen number 5 one Katrina Siniakova so game and na omobebo Naomi Osaka yan sidi no because nanse wasa one Gibson game and 2:30 p.m. na sa game no ebetodwa enafe number 13 Amanda Anisimova one Julia Putin server game and FKK girl and watch na hono mo ama Carlos Alcaraz akwagina finisem Emma Raducanu one ani chrome ni ene bebo na again di utumi say again we de obeye China ni pe Mingizu Mingizu o China ni atese obeye no say wono ye Britain ni enti Emma Raducanu wono ne bebo ani ne kai say Emma ene Carlos Alcaraz ene be double abo eye de double no tennis no mo bebo mo abo na again no amafo hunu say FKK Emma Felix Alcaraz because the way I say again the church we ask need you. Yeah. And proud trebe to me aba. Oh, on proud as I know ya me necessity pass. One Paula Etempna no nti when say because Emma the can no say all have so much tennis. These are the games the first round of a one building the third Grand Slam of the year no. Esha sia wa Britain abontene so de dem de ho nsam no so abenti no. Mema Osman akwaba na ma be read some of your messages no. Yeah, the first segment beto dwate na fei ya be have a conversation and your Monday and some dawson e men so konani Masman
Miss Ruby
bibi abakọ de
yam yado
Mr Flowers ai tade mu Flowers ne dawson pa
adum next experience
ai o glass ne so efe de ai efe pa nyame de bia me de ne de o form me de ne o form de ne o soro so gold bi ni ade nya wa de do cheche wo de nya gold ni ade
wo di sa diamond nya wa hye
she do cheche wo ana diamond na we bo hodo ma ba mo wo de ne de bo hodo ma be san atam ka wo be ka wo de na bo de ka wo de bo ka wo de say enye easy I weekend na me say wo adwen be si mi team me na media no so a na wo de wo fa bibi papa bi ansende me FKK asman Omo bi baba bi answer me da. Just a change on chain for inku ah na bi odo am send me.
How about
asamba kre FKK. Me ti wa dwe me ho am say Osman asend me because hey ya change on chain for ya no odo am achi. Ti me na manam ko hu say ankofo say busa say adwuma ben pa na say wo wiase a. Sika wom. Na ho adwen be si me chim. Obi so mama no awachi. No awachi for skill chrome ha. I'm say mama ko fe madam for. Ebi so mama ye bia ba no mo ska pa. Because how much nyankofo we. Nsan no. Ton ska wo mo ho. Ska wo pa.
Na say na because of hyperinflation to no. All my prices no ba akọ.
Easy. Nkofo keka anwuma sika wo ma amafo ni ma ha. Onim ka mo so mo yi yi cry what I close said what me talk to green na mu ska na pra for ball for to ska pa nti bia wo mu aduma no ye wo nyuma be ska wo pa ba wo mu kra FKK nti no nya obia wo obia wo ya
wo mi furniture yes oya furniture na but na kasa ekwa ne sign board no wa friend eja coffin nti coffin na no che o expect but we last time na menye no workers in reason come na me city funda kanu where at the least cheapest I what on ya him also 2005 if funda ka na me say 8 no actually say week no so what on buy 3 and a half
what we cry
10,000 here kan wasem no I can put the cheapest so what else be bitum ko buy 7,000 10,000 25,000 na me say wait
won fa mu kra
obi o funda kanu pa bonye de
so ona say na me share a video bi no omo yaduma wo a friend say funeral parlor ohonu ma no te call no e na ba ye say obi awu o si say, what was it? I said, what's your Sikaba. Awa, Onya Koba could be saying, yes, Papa be what baby now. I'm ready to watch any 3 days. Obey one size for 1 woman when the Skaba is there. So, Obia Juma will be a upon my eye. Now, in Jessica, but it wasn't a hard Indian. Come on, in the wood, yeah. Namunya Juma, dear, but Mam lunch you, SIFKK, every day. Yes, Obia, where all them died. Okay, all right. Mami need some of your messages in front of me. Yemma Medin Komo. Mami also message on 0244 743 143. 0244 743 143.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
I say good morning, Kastle FM fraternity. Chelsea signing João Pedro is a good addition, but another important area is their back line. Watch Pedro Neto in the EPL this season, and trust me, either City, Chelsea, and Madrid is winning the Club World Cup. And finally, in Ghana, whether rain or shine, we play. So UEFA should stop what they did to Chelsea and come again. Okay, also I don't know, Ghana, whether rain or shine, we play. Okay, I don't know. Mama, come anyway. Mama, I say good morning. Updates on Man United Gospel. Anyway, Ede Abawaha. Good morning. Madrid will cry tomorrow. Shadow Eddie Free, Brody Maro, and so Eddie Atuja. Good morning, Miss Ruby. I'm listening to you live inside the Guapo. My greetings goes to my master, Dada, aka okay, and my bestie Augustina Nanabi Eddie Graph and so Eddie Abba. Good morning, Miss Ruby. I'm Kingdom. I say the ultimate Prague driver. It's a full stop to Chelsea in the Club World Cup. Obwa. Mrs. Abrazo for no, there must be a draw mono. Almost Chelsea back on one social media and something to mention now. Aye. Benfica for massa Chelsea ashamo mo anka mo Brazilian league man ka mo be 10th omunya be free say mienu ko aka mienu Inter be ba ko so free na Chelsea yi ba ko na ya club ba ko na ya club ba ko na ka so RFK be boa e ba club mu na o ya club tu enwa ba ya club ba ko e da Botafogo na ka San Palmeiras a club no so Chelsea be club Palmeiras na fe Fluminense so Inter clear on corner enkoyanim. I'll see unless they stop the betting, otherwise it will collapse. Just by the fee swedro no the way atuda on the Ghana Liga any attractive ne ho. I'll say okay, good morning. You are welcome for the new week, please. Anytime Black Queens want to play friendly, let them play another country, not Nigeria. Please, we didn't sleep till now. This Nigeria boys go and drink, laughing and drink dance. Okay, if we talk them, ask about our nation's game. Okay, you came last. Okay, good morning, Miss Ruby. Liverpool should not make a mistake. City made by selling Cole Palmer, and they're also willing to sell Elliott, who has already won player of the tournament in the UEFA Under-21 Championship. Sometimes it's not about the team. Players no more to say. Omedro, because Elliott akwaji friends say Euros. He feels say he must be getting a friend say more playing time because say no I was all graduated from Nkrano company for more. Why nyaso so abuka Osaka money wan mu Jude bare ham midfield way. We Jude we Cole Palmer, we Phil Foden mo. Look at the players in England wo. So I be dey so benya bia bo. Nti no wan compare e be a Dortmund bia man ankonya playing time bi ni ade bia. Say Liverpool phone to me hold you know. Good morning. What are the possible teams to meet on Chelsea's road to final? Is there a possibility to meet PSG? No. Yeah, either Man City or Inter Milan. Was semi-finals. No. Say Gaff. I don't do it. Say final. Maybe I back final. Be share PSG movie. Be a Madrid for so line so buy our line. So I know a different line, but Chelsea be share any of them are. It will be in the final. I see. Good morning. Chelsea is the only team that played on 28th and 29th and still won all games. Yeah, I said it earlier on. They showed me intro. No, I say good morning. The downward trend of Ghana football has nothing to do with Has and Kotoko. I say it's rather the so-called football people who have brought our football to its present predicament. Uncle Paul Bacano, Edward Indiano, so Eddie Abba. Okay. Mami now so message on 0244 743 143 0244 743 143.
The real sports is here.
Neuer's caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
All right, Jenny, come on. I was Jumedi and so the first segment. Nimuna Fe Yantuaso and Fama on Kastle 90.3 FM. Robert Mensah Sports. It's 20 minutes past 7. Okay. My any come on the first segment. We are going to tell you about Ghana. Your league, you know, say ya and across a kino. Age na kotokone Hearts. And maybe 1 or 2 top air clubs. Biswana. I'm going to hold the keys now because. And Safo some also who say Oko other leagues no there were big teams for hono mo on a league ni attractive in Ghana league ni be attractive na man for any agye ho dia any Kodokone Hearts any some key air clubs bi one more Ghana hanom no and Safo ni ekra mo is this still the same say Ghana hano ya league ni be ya keys ni kra sa big clubs no ana she said that keys no ya je from nsem akwakodi afoforo bi nsem na kwadi hu amonsem.
Obia is a big club, one of the biggest. So it's like Real Madrid or Barcelona, you know, all the big players or all the best players has to be there. You get what I mean? Because has Kotoko and few other clubs are those that can reject Ghana football.
And you know, Kodokone Hearts and some of the big clubs no omo ne betumi a project Ghana football. Omo ne crow the key no. Betumi open Ghana your league you know success ne door no. Is it the same? So I can say ukọ Spain Madrid ne Barca mo no omo crop ade no ani bia atikomo no big clubs you know. Ghana hands so no. I say every good player should be in Hearts, Kotoko, and now some of the big clubs, you know. And the more sunny big players, top players, you know. Now more na league na attractive. More na league na attractive. And no assembly no. Say Ghana league ne be attractive. The big clubs. There are more kind of so called big clubs so so big clubs of Chrome Han. More na dinamo so. And they say, prepare. We are preparing towards a start of a new season. I'm up for prepare. Some people release countries. They are releasing their fixtures. Transfers now are going on. You can see, Bibia Kama. Clubs are more Ghana Hano. Say supporters no. Say bet maton league not on year. It depends on the clubs or more Krum the big clubs no. Osman, where the remember 5 minutes pay? Is it the same situation here in Ghana? Young clubs, you know, still they've got the keys to the success of our league. Ghana. You didn't come out na fe yemra.
Alright, Mr. Mamanda say anopa we na anopa minjina wo existing protocols na ele no mso mfin chechi a etief no nya hwefo no nyina. Na hende wona ase there. And also you start a brand new day, a brand new week. In fact, the month of June is we are virtually ending it.
Yeah, today and the last day. The last day.
Yeah. That will be before I'm coming. May address this situation. We started a year program. And in the course of the program, I think you see where they be useless.
Okay.
Young Papa were now he wasn't happy about it. In fact, we sought to explain some of the quality people were teaching him. But me share penyin bi so anu anyim reason komo and on mama tell say there ye Ghana for ye Africans na ye sensitive to words into asembo eka you may be right but then when yen here cultural contest no and hwe no say penyin bi retail obeka de bia na emboazi into no okay no tell me so me titum na me hwe the ebia asema meka no say in any way it affected how to folk supporters and I don't penyin na was no concern was very na. And I need to apologize. Okay. But I still insist that if you are term that you see not on any bonokondo, but then if you are tasking a one coin, next time no, we'll know how to use the words so that
of course, yeah. But you should words no well.
Yes, we choose the words carefully. Non fair before no famba. Now Ruby say you zoom straight forward na ya hwe nkomo na ye ezi na dem break no we yare nkyere because dem nkomo ye ezi wo fiade ya bebre na Safo Solomon and some more can menye ya adwen we no na academic exercise na ya bo brodo na ye je na ya kwen nyim na also eti na fie no hu dey yes indeed Ghana football no botum na say wa so regene na do or the biggest club of Ukrum Hadin, that is hard to folk and a Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And one of Botum will lead the charge. No. If you go anywhere in the world, or the glamorous clubs now Honomono, and one of why more reason why he mentioned Spain, Real Madrid, Barcelona, these are the biggest clubs. In the Atletico Madrid, what about Kahubi? Echo Italy, you get about 4 clubs. They are always there. That is the conversation. There are some moments people to drop Wakufum. But in any moment, in any time about the conversation, Biano, these clubs will know at least top 4, top 2, top 3, they will be there. Kwa England na kwa share. And then we are talking about top 6. That is how we to why am a YFA. Now Ruby, abasina yeba ya. How to folk no Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Obotum na wage na one no way lead the charges for Ghana football na ya kwenim. If you are going to compare it to what the El Clasico and also the Spain football na why na. I have about certain factors be one why I'm consistently no as na kwa kwe ekono. Okay, so for now why establish the facts ne say
yes
e
be ya ejina kotoko ne hat so okay
yes, one of the charges because one way paying for no and typically yeah the example ye fie ya empire ties them komo no say e ya afo na say wo fie na say ye bibia obeka kire hwe wo bread paying wo sister paying no zi wanyim no hwe na no muntu bi a we to oye papa na also for ba wo bra and that is what most at times ye zi edwuma wo hade. Now, me should be sure about the football success and our commercial success. These are the two most important now. Or yeah, the big two are able to make home come. So yeah, for the football success now, you want to look at the historical success our clubs no achieve honum. How to follow Kotoko will be another one be. Yes, indeed, they have it to honum. But then it's the history to change historical success no. Now say the consistency with which are in recent times way. What to more bonus of what the trophies are, a be one. And the answer is no. In the Kotoko, you know, 1 season, the next season, no, a big issue will come. Now, you have season, we know what drop Koto outside of the either top 2, top 3, another top 4. Accra had to folk for some 3 seasons ago, 4 seasons ago. Now, what the Ghana Premier League? Since I watched the Ghana Premier League, what has happened to them? Anytime they are struggling. In fact, last season, when it came to the relegation conversations, you know, they were part of honor. And that can ask him, your season here, no, what to do 4th position. So it means the inconsistency in their recent achievements, you know, it is a problem. And then you just see me be able to have an tempo with Fra. It's about the consistency in terms of winning laurels and matches, you know. And I was that and you generally was about those clubs, you know. But in recent times, young clubs what Ghana had it, what Africa had it, they cannot compete. How to folk walk Africa, world conquer world trophies. The last time they went to Africa, what happened to them? It was a debacle. It was a disgrace. And if you talk about the winning success now, another the trophy success in Ruby, in recent times, so these two clubs, they are lacking it. I want to know 1 year consistent in terms of winning trophies and then even laurels in Umpono. Then you want to talk about the legendary players, So you can't you mentioned a lot of them. But recently, Miss Ruby, you said the moon come away. And then you can't quote a quote me for Honum. Now you can't play about this time way. You over by 5 seasons. About him now, he's going to be a true legend of the club. The players are always looking for an avenue when they are going to move out now. Into born or bomb consistency in Puno. And said I ye. Last Saturday, no years in come over had the Justice Blake. FK no story. A player about team living a team is yet to be a new win yet, man. Into move on when you both feel there. So oh yeah, you're on a club with him. No butum be outside won't change even though he's not part of the plans of Honor. So it be I wonder what is the idea? He has him a place in the Wombo. And the Kwahato folk. Now Kwakosha won't team no. It be a certain Benjamin Asari. Then you buy a in the last by 5 years way. What more a true reflection of who a player can be for Hato folk. In the Abyss Hato folk supported be a Ghanaian play be a supported be a now. On my Hato folk who won't play Kunism. They will mention Benjamin Asari. Why? Because Oben will prove no home. Manyanko Panaya na Adum when they come to the national team in Pona in the Otum when you be honum. And that is what we look for in our big clubs, But in recent times, we be by what 2 years, 3 years, they are moving on one by one. So a big issue of honum. Ruby, you want to talk about one youth systems, enka ye call Real Madrid no FC Barcelona, especially Barcelona. Look at one La Masia funo. Shakwana we see what for that will produce players from their academy. And what you sumo ye mazini ye fe. It's when you can say in recent times we look at the kind of players I was one aba. She Pedri mu, she Lami Yamamu. Young Shempu and Poyam Quetch, Lionel Messi, my work phone fee outside of 4 year. Spain was one a bay. Kwana kwashe Xavi Iniesta mu. Bala boy was a man or ye FC Barcelona as a club. Why ye mazina kwakwe honum? Kwashe marry from one la Fabricano. They are not so much known they will promote one players, but same on opportunity, they can equally mention some of these players. So Raul Gonzalez, they've been there. Sometimes they go outside, they purchase this kind of players. I was one, but it fits their project. What turn as in why for honum? But it's under Ghana had is not then. Accra had to folk. Aroras now was a beno. Ruby Antina then a young boy players by a 3 year. Had to folk to me promote one night in the way a big hit within the club. Ever you would mention Hamza Isamu. Isa Kokamu, and the why are they? We are not even mentioning them because you ensure that you know how they integrate those players into their main team of honor. Kotoko for some time now they've been struggling with their youth team. In the Washashan Waje Yegum, currently we started one Madubu, and yes, we want to know we maintain the standard no. Now we're to know what co name of honor. It will be a common that aspect now. You ensure that you nyazo of honor, and that is what big clubs in terms of football success what to more achieve of honor. By Yendi, we are always lacking honor. Young question the commercial aspect, and what is we mention a lot of it honor. Commercial aspect, yes, or your corner club for that. Internally, they can generate money. How are they able to do it? One, it starts with the branding. It been allows you can use you see, Ruby, there were 2 clubs on terms in terms of how they are building their structure in the Nyama Warrior. For how long? And I was starting the world building one training facility. The dad on I was starting. Want to more young bombasi as it stands now. But when it comes to their management now, they have a substantive team. Oh yes, and then the crown now when it comes to their branding, making sure that what the Kotoko will put it on the map now Ruby anytime they are there. Compared to Heart of Folk. And the Toboy Afede, they've been able to build infrastructure. Pobiman world-class facility. Kwashe one commercial center. Kwashe one administration block away to Okonom. Shakwana ways to for that wants to manage the club no. But the human resource Heart of Folk was a bashim. No one can call you no. Excuse my language, but I kick mine no when you want to read. Into Vincent Odotemu, they are the godfathers for the club no. But in the cycle you are going to rely on their abilities there. Therefore one year someone from around the club and me should be original ye. Shalaja can be. Share Dr. Nyahuta Maklu. They back the club.
And some go first CEO dear bay. So what's the CEO doing? Obi our being say.
Onyashi.
Hey. Okay.
The communications director. Papa way anytime you be on confront what set agenda man ansana wa kasa. You hardly would see it. Saturday years you come Heart of Football match 6th July. 7th walk on Nigeria kwako ball. If you come out with a releaser, first explanation so come ebi atim ye cheme bien. Ebi Morocco afterwards we to join the team no. Then as you won't come out, you know what to say about it. But is it what we see? And the answer is no.
Okay.
Sponsorships and partnership. In the Chroma had under the Ponsa, Shakwana Kotoko was what for that. Strategically, Ruby was started the 1 year, certain your baby. She won't seek now, for instance. High sense to me, Bass, what was a Makoto. Is it no, high sense? Standard Chartered Bank, Makoto for Bass. At the opportunity, what exploit what to more ye. Until maybe a question Friday day. Why is it that Ghana had there? Not internationally, any brand be able to had there. Any tournament be back had there. They want to associate themselves with Kumasi as Anti-Kotoko.
Okay.
Because we project one, but it's under Heart of Folk. How are they able to do it? And in terms of partnership, the majority of it, it comes from the group of companies that it is owned by Tobe. So it means the outside them, the collaboration that are lucrative and from more Heart of Folk. We be urban merchandising for the member and can answer. You come out young clubs and they are very poor. But the Kofuna men would open was started up for in the course of the season. Obey BB. Last time they brought in a new jersey. What on Wahade. But how accessible is it even to the supporters in Umpo? How to for commercial center was Elko Honoma. Merchandise about turn over years can be internally. Was our work club in view of Honoma? The answer is no.
Okay.
A Pedesia Tompa Ruby and you been pona Quakoto. Chill Biko fake one sleeping. No the baby gumda Quakoto and Jessie so Honum. I want to see you to me again. The media and the global reach, the biggest issue, because in the say, I can marry for an answer, I can pass for an answer, the whole world obi anyimu no why because urban the media outreach now what ball league what trying to papa obi anya bi hwe until there's one TV right says come sikasam ni nkoye ya they will go to the league of no one want atene from there na me sikasam ya one nya adwen the way one hwe no one ne mo fanfa dey how to fo kotoko ya ball league last season wa dey hwe TV funa wo twa wa dey no poto no wo twa wa zema ye in fact obi antuma ngbe na no wan kasa honom which is also very bad honom and strategic management is unkomo already.
Okay.
And Ruby, I feel that some of these things we know. Oh yeah, on your
and say don't can ya kono heart attractive ebema ya league attractive na
yes someone why ya
okay
performing na we waiting so they will learn their footsteps.
Okay.
Now what's we to my nie.
All right.
See if a best place or Ghana had here obi amonenyo do a kotoko na hard to folk. But say you can say your best place now they look at media mamu. They look at clubs that wo benye sika. Clubs are with a good strategic planning project. I wasn't my one now. Over to the way from Nawako. And I got on how to look how many times in the place will question ma. What to more bump will succeed or not. And I kept after one season word of wonderful. The boy I was signing if you keep because Vipers are Nana Benjamin. The way I did just one season. They are moving on. I'm not saying that Madrid or Nyambasa for sometimes it means
okay.
It be so honor. But then check the level of consistency. No.
All right.
They are the biggest club and I feel that's why you won your year. Ghana football definitely obepeja ho.
Okay, Osman Edia no ebe kwa FKK ho na fe. What ne dia Edia to Osman me nya message on 0244 743143 0244 743143. FKK me de mi nim dia say ne ya me no yakasa si still akotoko ne heart na omoda so omu kra the keys to Ghana football be attractive. Me de mi say dia omoda mi nim dia bremai
Kastle FM.
Ayasemo. Me assure say Safo age na tete nyoma no so a we be omo edin be the masses. Omo control lot of her supporters no. Sina me ami dwundwun na me kichem say bia really the officer cannot trust ya no can say omo ne hold the key no to do what. You only say nyoma sesan we afi ho. And I say yem game ni mu nyoma sesa first why na has ne kotoko we see ni say na mo epuli crowd no ye bo game bia FA no ewo sub competitions bi omobo the FA Cup and all that no mu hia numbers the call for sponsorships omu hia numbers there are a whole lot of stuff and I'm saying this because minim de America say that was when ana bi mu feel say do a chedia and as you do sponsorship has no kotoko omon kopre ayedodo na emfa momo and they do baby these two teams etimi agina mu last time no be share the experience be mre fini pakoni din say akwan o kan ye boaya o twen has ne kotoko bo mu a omutimi influence sponsorship deal be e buy by the okobroka no obabo ntena no edi dwa nanum. But then these two teams here ne ma sadie no eba so as is so more Lucy sa touch no more Lucy sa animunyam na no mo no omu ni sa animunyam ni biem to start with me who ni say omu enni biem because that time has no kotoko sorry na say Ghana nyina football na sa ye din they say is a has ni kasa se kotoko pani bi kasa a certain odru safu bi eti baby obe shut no off obe kan samba kupe bi kra dia brush no dia to baby ba ko bi so aduana is it techia da bi techia tender ono so be kan ya no dia twem no kono baby but first that there were the likes of Alaji Guzamu ho Selas Tete na Sly Tete Liberty Professional ni owner no Alaji no mu nyina ho but no mu feel sampa we mu ene ye mpanimfo omutu a ne yetem nye se ye de ye ho to form amamo so omuntiatia so but omo na etimi direct affairs na ye so etimi aduro nti se de no Osman kan se omo ya na nketua no besu aye se nketua no kro ye ade a mpanimfo no krampo no nye entu hwe de samates ni Gold Stars mu de omo ya omo banana omo de omo facilities abadada ebana katua on dan sore nkoti Gold Stars ni samates players so mu su for your salaries any bonuses on te that time kotokoni has ni ete obeka se na no ya na bia togba fede eba be so mu and abaka se sanyoma no crash san kakra recent times so kotoko opim so na de na see from so be ye nyoma ene obi abeka say Dr. Kwame Che era no mo eba no so no nyoma sesa kakra but consistently na bia the Ashanti Gold so be kan o den time na Ashanti Gold so omo ye omo nyoma yie on said the kan nyina say sa nyoma ni nyina ekafua eye broad eti ebia facility dia on sheda mfa mam bebre because we beka say other clubs omo use government facilities but they are doing well odi anye bia no training facilities I was say no bam the sort of appointment abeye players abeto omo aba enye player bia say eye enei ebia abeko Vision FC obeko Basaki Holy Stars omo ko division 1 and 2 akwa picky players onso ho na akobi na akwa fan po ba onya ne te say de ebia Barca ne Real Madrid ne ebia Manchester City nyese omo to no omo hu player bi wo lower division oya de omo nkofa ne baba nkofa ne ba onko nkombo senior team no straight omo de ne ko U team na kakra ko pick up team ya ba ebia few exceptions bi anase exceptions bi and ebia omo ba ene senior team no meye training ni ehu ba bia onso be kwa akopre Vinicius ne wodi goals omo examples no ho made ko sane omo po from a Brazilian league no proper no omo de omo ko eye Kasia so omo konko pick up enfamfiri ho no mmra enti se wo ekodru stage bi se only teams ya omo from so omo yenketwa pre division 1 and division 2 empo edru no bi 2 the league na nkasa proper na ye season na only go stars ni we mu na pre a ebe ye den se obeka sese wo ye from so command sa respect no ene sa eye edina na wo de nante no ntimi me hu ni so mo lucy sa de ni nyina sa de no mu ni sa key no safo pese o ka no me sa na mu no afiri o mo nsem and also se kobane say ye nwie season na win the league na mekai that time and Heart of Lions mo e boy ye top 4 no ohun na ye hu teams no so mo de ne de ne ani bre no wom eno anye bia no be hu has ne kotoko e wo sa 4 no mu so mo ebo eno na organizers no gaka fo no na mo de ye omo nyoma enti anye bia no so nya has bi krampo no top 4 no ma onim say is good to go because you do on ma match day no venue no baby e kwa akobo ni bia obenya supporters no ama mo aba behwe nti obete ne kabi anaso obenya ne sika bi sese mo lusu sa de mo bo kra mo ba supporters ne nkonkonko hwe enti me feel say omo lusu sa de ni nyina enti me maka ni nyina bo because already osma bo bo so dada aka ni nyina de abom say ampa enyoma e be mo ya attractive no enya de amo ya ye ne yie enti omo lusu ki no nyina and that time so no more ebia administration bia no sa respect no de mo kakra by any administration who ni say o masa two teams no respect and I just a question am you bisa a humble one ye nyina ye hwehwem na ye ready between the lines no ni enhwe se has no kotoko sa eye respect na nkaza sa self respect no say o mo command na in fact recent enyoma bi a recent happenings ebe mi ehu ye benya ansa no de film say so mo command ana for me mo command bi and any ho bi because enei o show mo abana teams nketwa na na head no ho no ni team yaketwa na de oye ne vice so ni team yaketwa enti omo ayi omo ho so ati ase and omo ayi wini ba bia say edurumre bi kro na asa ye no na ye de ye ti ba bi na ye nye de believe no ye na ye suma has ne kotoko say omo fight no omo nya slot e wo committees ahodo me boa na edisi erefi a yen kaka
because na man for kwakwa contest for the esco no na omo nam honom
omo ni nam ho omo yi omo ani e na omo mpokra na ye campaigns
e de man
krofo why omo so empress omo be koso bi
as o do omo ni members so say omo animdia omo timi dia aboa and they just don't want they are fed up they just don't want to be there. They don't want to, but I don't know because
you can't be fed up any other football no person be yi and na on person wo ye be hu so mfaso enti key na asafo samasafo kano omo lusu dada enti e bia the other aspect abehwe ni so still na no be mo clubs na lucrative omema are attractive too even the rest of the corporate and as a companies I bia so mo sorry so mo bagana and as a company bi o Ghana ha no person did sika ko share individual club bi ma still na no be choose house and as a kotoko e di omo akwa e di scanner kwa share menti so person omo sa back dia e was a clubs no share say di omo ye for me ma so omo eguso omo ye but also omo speedy up
okay aka ni ma ka che dodo
asa omo sa ye slow dodo aya chichide nante we nye sa chichide nante boko bedru no we die kwa ne ekwa jaw eni so ye no boko aye be kwa jaw ubedru die but ubedru honom na ba bia wo dru no akwa koye ase obi ahwe ase ba bia obi ahwe ase no afi na bedu football industry ni de ye nye sa wom ti has no kotoko ye bibi kakra especially has omo abedu omo to that stage na also omo ma resource no shase kasa momo about money shase kasa momo
that respect no will come back
it will come
and be able fine be
makasa de kan nyina no eye win eye get the result on the pitch shase ba
has about the league for season ebia me de ma bi ba be sem kropa mo kana sem finfi mo ne pre
na wo je ba ko a no akọ resia 6 years and now 3 years 4 years and son was aba so respect any obium and found on share say historically when kotoko ebia kotoko na age kese o has o no age kese omo mfa ho at the end of the day obeka cho say oh ya dey oh ya mediocre past glories and I would dancing around it but no ene office so abeje ba ko bi to no ye pe obeka because player obekọ ho no so bekọ ho sika obeyire bi kro obekọ obeba be double no e balance salary a mo ya apa ne sa because ebi akọ ni team no ma player ba ko mienu miensa bi a de wo tua highest no ono so so tua bi ebi e no so de ba de ba ko mienu ono so so tua bi to ono ho se ase wo kra de o say hia so so obesa ahyew o sa akọ ni home so obegada ono supporters obesa bo.
All right, okay. Mami focus net here for Emfa almost adwin chemra subi.
The real sports is here.
Neuer caught in no man's land. It's Marley.
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
And Safo no dia to dwa se kotoko ni heart. Mo ye kotoko ni ha mo ye Madrid ni Barcelona. So mo pejo mo ho Ghana ha. Ghana sports no football no so be peja. Kotoko ni heart. O pejo mo ho a Ghana football no e be peja ne ho. Wo ne sa se nei ebe ya eja kotoko ni heart nko peja ne so. Ana se bia bibi foforo bi wa chi a no so betumi aboa na afei. Yetumi apeja Ghana ye football no de agina ho no 0244 408046 and 0244 408-354. Mefa few calls bina fe yan kwama no ne. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby Adam.
Aquarium organizer.
And a poem creating our president.
Yeah, who ye pa aquarium?
Yeah, Miss Ruby and the person woman in Mapa and some now yes taken on Nabuakano, Osman Wakano. And the Korean name, woman and Crano Corno, Esha Kotokona Hasa, when you're 2 hours, 2 hours, I'm a permission. I mean, when you're open, you're doing yet, partner Kotoko. Or you're paying for 2 car, Banner Sister here, I'm one more for you. If I have my family, I work, I am for what I do in him. If you open your coming, the heart of Kotoko, when you may, which you now work at your urban, so you be able to Yaman.
Aquarium. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Miss Ruby.
Richard Aholu.
Yeah. Maximo pa. More to say.
Yeah, who ye papa?
Yo, Mitchell be Outsman FKT.
Okay. Yeah, just so it's
good discussion this morning. Mano, or the Atuma. I just said, yeah, Kotoko, a big Kotoko, ni has to know, and all come out to me. GFA, what is your job? Is to make the league attractive. So GFA, a very popular. Unless the league is attractive, unless a league is very attractive, as it's supporters, Kotoko and Half are 2 for pulling out supporters Ambaba Stadium. Into some way, GFA, chairman, not a what is what. We share 2 clubs managers. When we share a dear Omunia, a dear investment we put with the more to me I'm almost cabinet because small company so much to connect has grandpa because a double barber
sure
Nti apart from so what I say. Nti asem no ni na simple as that. Omo nso kotoko ni hat. No omo ntira omo na so. Na be no Ghana le gina ya chat.
Me da say hello, good morning. Uncle Man.
Good morning.
Good morning. Ya huye pa.
It's going to Mensah mutu mujanu di mengata. Miss Asemi. Mambo assignment was still answer me.
O say has point no. O say me also me so fatu tima me wa me se wa.
Miss me so the FKK on Pekasa.
Pekasa.
Because utum na on Pekasa no of brand side of started to flow. By the way, catch us for there. Some of us were disappointed in him because it's only Ghana in the catch up boy common sense or such and a only Ghana. Ubi catch the ID or your common sense on your hoba. But Ghana got the Mukui, a common sense of what I said. Why is that he used to wear that you guys because you got your book and I disrespected on a guy. Or you're wet.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Bassi here. Hello, good morning.
Fine morning, Miss Moody.
Honorable Jaru.
This is the Coach home today.
Yeah, who you power honorable?
Miss Moody, the Massia, why the topic did I can? So I did a cassie and can't even on ye. If you been there, first no protocol, what bucket is in bar? You are such a station women's school park. You are a film poker in time of more than 100. Seeing one more cry, no, I say missing. Na said you see you, old woman, man, about the powder. Even my for that, you to the tree. You women's school, let me kumasi, your kosher ball. Let us share what's into my phone, and to crawl for so. And I am so upset from meeting Oliver. Ghana Soccer in I said that by May past 8 years, is the mother Banazi, save you oil tank. Yan yepin no the yin eben ti say that woman e be ben kofi o the 5 years project of the buy e na better no time she e so kusian tichinu on na kotokona to ba wedding cup iyo be e ba zi na kotokona to be this one to kwa Africa ko yen she kwa insecret the ye dey be pattern no ankwanya man found to ye because secret if you ma do the Ghana soccer no what man no do en me do
me da say honorable Jaru. Hello, good morning.
Hold on, Miss Uri.
Baboski.
Miss Uri.
Baboski to you.
Miss Uri. It's a Ghana leg in a Kotokona hat to Penwobo. One was a show of we. Nothing. One stadium to be a camera. One quite win Cobo matches. Your quite are Cobo match. Let's say, yen preach your one on your papa. Cambridge, you try a born ampu. Say, you been phone to be on your 100 phone. I pet a baby, would you try? Na yantina wana yanhwe yatina Ghana ha na ya agba leg emetim bia achi ball achi na mutum do omgbe biem wan kansa me na wo gba leg no wi ansa na wa na ebeka chem no kotokwa na hat wo brand wo hwe ya Ghana leg ba papa he de mpin free wo won kwotin da ba yaje kwa na
okay
ba yaje kwa na oye papa nti wo ba sa wan sisa enye kotokwa na hat kwotin aye mpin funi hina
okay me da se pa Boboski. Hello, good morning.
Miss Louis.
Reverend.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm a Pimbo FKK Abaso. I can't correct. But it's a more formal leadership. Yeah, in June, share 5 minutes in a
Flamingo, yeah.
I'm here to you when you get you want to take it in this video. You need to be funny if one if you bath as you do. That's very I did Biani Biano. I mean, in the leadership, and your leadership, the Biabe leadership. I'm about to do the Bia according to the Bia also pep. Maybe I did Biani against oh, me and your protocol has a leadership.
Okay.
You can follow me, if you want to. That is only one thing I say.
All right.
But when I say, I've got that I can say, the football, if you can shape, football league at least. We will take home at least $200,000. Yes. Am I okay?
Madam, say Reverend. Me for last 2 calls. Now me did this segment. Nessie. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Miss Ruby.
Me for chodin baby or free.
No. Okay, to say.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Miss Ruby. Ghana Premier League no nkodo no. On sheda, I won't say
or your Kotokona Hearts. However, fact to become a Spain being I think TV right now. Barcelona and Real Madrid were greater share and
come your matches baby now.
Yes, or greater share. However, England I think watching the pills that day. And see they won't choose no one some more by how they manage the revenue. The big teams, someone watching open crowd down on we invest in the big teams as well. Example, Mbappe president that France president or the now PSG issues.
Yeah.
Just to keep Mbappe so that the France league can progress. They should all that come together and then promote the league. At least you prepare how them can.
Okay. Medasepa, Mama family last caller. Hello, good morning.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam komsheni. Komsheni.
I was in there. Did you have the Luka? Sorry,
Mr. Sunny mentioned be already amount to the door.
I was in there.
Don't worry. Remember my kind. Kabi.
What is that? That's when then you got to put a heart. That was my thing. Woman over that. You know about my name. Why I asked but it's over there. God of crowd. Nothing better than something better. I will play your papa pie with me. I will not. Why, community? That one, a fellow car, where me to be there. It was to my believing there. They would play it. But why, when you're doing that, my papa, they didn't kill me, but they would play it with me, young person, when I come.
Set him bay. What's it in bay?
Listen, I'm a team that one is going to end some ordinary players.
Go stars, be a Medazi go seni, pleasure be I well bet my ball money na di omo ye adwuma come. All right. My for this segment ni see e be din ko ama no ne abafia beto aso later Black Queens of Ghana and sense them ni other issues. But I say ask Osman if he still insists then why should he retract and apologize. Where you whine ye and all the buy me pa cho say gav tie ni e ma me pa. Osman asem no kan no de enye se bia asem no kan watwe asan yo. The word now use ye no a ebe mo ho no say word ni o say word dey obi a wo use a word na e be a two hash the useless word no na watch that word na sign but still he insists say e kwan a house for so mo ye omo niema no de enye papa eno na asem no de ogusu kan asem no but that key word now use say be a useless na be a two hash there we yet for you be use different words say be a word be na what from hand
fa so be anu
until that word no yes that word na we yet fi one ma what try useless ni mu but still he insists on ne sem o kan no said the house for year o honom no o dituma enye ye so that's it. All right yemra yemedi kwama wo amana ne sem ni mu FKK
say yet yaro na sem rofo no ka o kasa nonsense ni stupid ni say omu use no kwa say f no kwa na na sometimes omu ampo omu ya omu excuse ki would yes but those words na no e wo ye kasa mu uni obi kasa kan say mfaso obi ani so onso aba oni sa enye no ni useless ya enti there ni sa de no my reverend can say be reverend good morning on say now kasa leadership obviously leadership there say they be able mu omo but the who situations be so na so collab akoka uko Spain Madrid ne Barca omo ma La Liga have tebas ehun ni say ye nti na league no ye dey ye nti ni afa president enti sa ade we ade ba ye mpene
no
who sam ne ye kan
no an ye kan no
two teams pe omo kese yo ene de we omo si ekuta your friends and mass supporters no ento no mo de yes ade no and omo siesie omo hu ye omo club na nkasa na lucrative
of course
emfaso wo so emfaso wo mo
so twene ho a o be kire o
ba ko ne heart na
is it the case kotokone has na
the case ana that's not the case they no dey case mo ntoto mu nyomo ye na mo siesie mu ye
you can fight the FA
mo betimi a fight mo na embre bi atwa me sa na net ye na mo ye timi ko sponsorship ba ye mbo mama ne mpo ye ka de wo mo nkyira na mo to no ma ye di ho asem ne ye ka no
me da CFKK eno ano no ye fa onsi ye kwa ama no ne
Everybody follow not sa malaria. A 3D no not now. Wogonto malaria chill. Wohopopo. What do you do? I want you. No not. A dabako. No not. A damienu. No not. A damiensa. No not. No not. Scatter malaria. Lonat, it is scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu who say malaria wa umojum ansana wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wa kohun dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Fanese with the 1 Ghana.
Hey, I know for better for worse. So Kastle FM.
And I say 30 Ghana cedis. 300 Ghana cedis. Cool chop. Na 100 cedis better die. And no crowd die easy cry. Dinkunim 30 times. E wo yibako agudi anymore. Nye hiane se obeyi abapano. E free otarikitwe mu a emata 6 ewomu ama wedding kunim na anya eno nkwana no bobako anase bo enan impreno debia nanya 2 Ghana cedis free wompe we na opedie dial *946# na shase e bonus sia enele ensa ehye game pack agodie ne mu enye ma wona wondi efie edu wotwe
New Kivo hot pepper powder. Loco shoe. This advert is FDA approved. The real sports is here.
Lawyers caught in no man's land. It's Marley!
Kastle FM. The Sports King.
Kastle 90.3 FM, Sini Robert Mensah Sports. Yeah, there's someone no, but I can pause for the but it seems that I wasn't here on Saturday, so I don't want. And it's I say common sense is an insult. Assuming telling your father, don't you have sense? Okay. What? Okay, all right, okay. Mama, your message on 0244-743-143. 0244-743-143. File message in the file, bra. Ebeke can we show no so at media amount high sense. Now make come from our showroom way. Quite high sense product, TV near refrigerator, gas cooker, washing machines, electric air cookers, no blenders, kettle, no irons, nebuso. Our high sense showrooms no, papa F and Trenyam Caniano and a boy so F4. Baby any after high sense was 0302 550000. One more man Kasim Haya Brew his restaurant, I want take your alcohol. The quadro high sense products. Everyday prices for everyday people. Betway Aviator challenge ninye. Betway for the abase. One ma Aviator ni cheaper the akwenya base be tribina enya 500,000 to the 700 grand cash price. No. Na bomodiya bremu a ye ma free air flight akopem ne last day 30th June to kwai. Neko play bi na wonso enya sika ne bi egu botomu betway.com.gh and abeborem na fe Betway Aviator challenge no sure say one now ye Ghana's Aviator legend exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions apply. Betway force gets way more. Na mame fa way entum ma say wokoto fuel na wo se meto 200 cedis and now corner ye buma wa to me say corner Ghana first time ka after duko Kumasi drew. Ba fe tuna wa nu bebia na asa ade asa o ma mu ma na anso a baba ka che NPA fo wo kwa enfu no quality na se enye asa ni ne nye wo de nam kwanso a musie bi nya de bi a ebo wo mu te ni nyina fu no na e course saa de no a quality no form a be ka kire yen okoya no akọ experience bad customer service yo obufu na ma wo no wono wa ni yie keke kan ma bi ase enhye nkran yenya saa yen tonfo kwan saa kwan no so a be ka kire all these issues no fabra be dan the National Petroleum Authority for omo beboa from ahomen 0302 550 380 0302 550 380 and I come office I was Jolo na omomo kaisa wo 48 hours to report it na NPA4 ebeboa all right yeni nkomo ewo amanone ensem no emwe yesi ye weekend nyina no ye mbobo so Osman
yeah misery
yenko yanim
Ruby my starting fee FIFA Club World Cup no round of 16 Saturday the games no start here wo hono na enwabere mu no was serve and hot so ye me wo hono no ye Brazilian derby and otumo kodo na make the Saturday using komono na I went in for Botafogo funo and I said rich so crazy ma ye Palmeiras funo all because of the history of these two clubs in nyina obi arakuta Palmeiras ye bakada wa ye proper Brazilian club in terms of their achievement no ekọ hon mepe clubs are wo so na and once we abo brave with Chirankasa trophies no open domestically externally no so a waji GBA or Honda Masna could be open even the FIFA Club World Cup no pa once what will make appearances for Honum but Botafogo funo in relative terms abaka there one shada one yet that big yes but in recent times no once way you want when see open the Copa Libertadores now 2021 one awaji reason why I want to more about year FIFA Club World Cup no open so one performance no so now on shada nya ba until compare two in the same tournament now me feel the Botafogo funo and one to more bomb but until we share one ho no na definitely or chere bibi otumo ye no ho there this is a derby game aside from sikasam na owo mu na we budget e be win that match no sika e be nya aka wusika no ho then again to benya progression no na in recent times no Botafogo funo so we share Palmeiras funo wotum wo hye but then in terms of the long haul of matches I work no now ya that Palmeiras funo we to match that my experience in the day one na why has it no ye Botafogo funo into game na nkasa zizi Ruby it showed on the foot of play there's an urban physicality now urban that ma derby game no that ma aggressive level no urban yenya yen bobo yen chede nya Brazilian funo obi aya azo otum no on ma that ma game so I wasn't really surprised there game no otum more travel call here the extra time no but all the baby no obe here the an experienced team no and otum onye play bia obe that ma quality no now go na Palmeiras for share no Pauline no go no Ruby na me feel that a very good goal and a Brent no or share no because baby I know to mojina in the 18-yard box no just the mentality alone no most of the players baby Brennan with that movement no na they would go in for power but I can't see offer that opposition who ye the left hand side to going for a low drive and then with the help of small deflection no and to beat or the goalkeeper for Botafogo for no and after to hold it on now even as at the time Wotum na ways the red card no they still manage the game and a Palmeiras for no Wotum na what edge over here Botafogo for now Wotum na what qualify or another advance call the next stage in the quarterfinals so no Tabaka the Brazilians no they've come to serve and so far no the mukume amazing what they there at this juncture do the business end no and one able who there the better clubs no what you want who and so far no they are moving forward because we share another Brazilian club and our boy but against the next stage against Chelsea no we see another level the two clubs over two over you want to Palmeiras for about the day or two not what qualify now and Bruno and Chelsea against Benfica now Ruby was a game I predicted a win for Chelsea but then the margin no now it was something that I was not really expecting there over Kodu in the game no game na Kasazi or yefe because you goals won second the controversy to mobile the weather situation no so the BB for free the baba can game no ho but game na nkasa dey we feel that Chelsea really dominated that particular game no especially in the first half no in terms of what chances created no Chelsea had everything like the first half no pono botu wa shabe 2 ho no say share Marco Cucurella for instance almost about 2 chances across Mabona Abado because Ruby ne right foot on your favorite foot but make small to angle no not because another play in a line no or make it that much clearance no so on the man maybe we'll be saying something different on him actually Liam Delap most of chances are one year now go to nanka when you go down with Chelsea no in fact I back the Dortmund for another Benfica for goalkeeper no Trubin for the day in the first half no. And then so to my ban home was na or saving the team of honum. But in the second half no, Chelsea came in so strongly of honum. In fact, at a point in time, now when the Chelsea wanted to get at least one goal bimpo, now one team that won't secure one because when you mean that's Asha one, that's the opponent, so I qualify. So Asha two the same thing will happen over there. At the end of the day, no, not just being here that moment, no. The moment of magic will reach James and no too much right there. Any day beyond say per leader for the Chelsea team now, he would always be there. In as much as I mean discount the effort of other players, you know. But I feel there, I bring too much right there. Up and down my movement set pieces, down my clinicalness now. About 2 minutes, and I'll share the movement of the goalkeeper, no. And when you the angle right, baby, or 2 more and I shall go, no. Ruby's and Kames no shall down go, no. So not no shall I may shut down Kariasima then can go be can ask them. But that is the leveler. Chelsea put too much right there. Over that movement, in the move to now, why, but fifth in one no, and I mean you are J or ye Moises Caicedo. A Juma Brenton so 2 more year no, no, ya zo 2 no over sir. But in the course of the game, no, and the weather situation, soon like a crack. And for Abrof wasn't brave, you know, what can the Damazia players 1 quad dressing room. Now one contract for 40 minutes, and say, Bia, you okay, they get to come back or honor. But after game, no resume, Biono, not afraid. Club our friend or yeah, Benfica for being a penalty. But the penalty decision, no. Yeah, sometimes we make a baby and bro honomono and chawadrin. But sometimes I don't feel that it is so harsh or one. Malo Gusto and confession I had a rented them. But with that particular decision, no. Nippon way who Nensano Sakada to know why. I mean, how can he jump? It's the moment I want about Bonessa on my special where the direction born Norukono. Not me food and will consider a cry and call Bebwa, but rules are rules. Into not to know what the penalty into no 90 plus 5 minutes to know. And I brent off on all and held the Maria coordinator for that or shall go no and then wasn't 1 year old to also in your honor. And to force a game no call yeah extra time or honor. But in the course of the game once again no, the red card so 2 more bad no support. I think that Chelsea for the numerical advantage, you know, it helped them. How much Chelsea for now no 2 now 2 or Sergio on rock forward that. Now 2 more years to dominating the game on Ankasa no. Chelsea has or honor. Fast forward, Chelsea but take opportunity here. In the course of the extra time, you know, Christopher Nkunku, Mabwana Bado honor. Because in fact the speed and the mindset are also quite attacking for that particular ball. No. Any other play, yeah, me should be uncle to my now honor. Keep on also 1 year or honor because that ball is will be now go to most yeah. I mean, and that is the Benfica keep on. Trubin needed and wasn't bound to many of them, especially
extra time. Yes, when the first half
first half, yes, not first half, but second half, extra time is goes or more considered. No baby one walk out one, but my bone couldn't about it. Just the sheer mentality there. I'll fight for every ball. Any move will be a move them to no Marcono. I know my Chelsea will to more starting or honor. But one player, Miss Mabana about the Brent of no year Pedro Neto.
When you didn't mamma,
that boy, yeah, Ruby, I like his mentality. That is one thing for a fact. And for me, say our player, they do always should improve when they play now. Or the baby back can win the game no now. Ayo boy. The others sometimes they can also be selfish. But that one finish, you know, becomes a problem. But this particular one, no, me feel the press or establish no church team there. In case or come make any sign in the album, he needs to be a starter in the team. And so he's giving the coach, you know, that mentality that any day piano. So them na me too na me ball for them. And about Chelsea for now, but the 4 ones will be emphatic. And the last 3 games are not we share Benfica no. Chelsea no we win those matches in now. And I as I want to more year me feel there. About bought Maresca on unity now on Abado. And now the part I Chelsea one them does it. All things being equal no. Me feel the semi-finals no. And I Chelsea will go shake as if only be now. Pressure no to my but more here and there way to my qualify now wako. The next stage of the competition in the quarterfinals. And Yambo Chelsea for one Abado honum. Under the 4 p.m. PSG ball against Inter Miami. Now Ruby me kwa check Kokofu one way. And I'm who's covered down with PSG. And almost about 17 cities were down more Inter Miami. No. Now I just knew there it was a game and all for going conclusions in my year and PSG for no. And our born and you should be a first half no. She will tell you that's Uncle PSG for no. Maybe a second half no minimum some more code or honor minimum question or honor. But if they had come in with the same mentality, what about first half now?
No.
Rubio can get them come finishing simple. Maybe a 10 goals being capable of honor.
I said it on
yes, that is how I saw it. Because Ruby said your first half, for instance, 73% against 27%. Inter Miami from what boy. Total shot no Inter Miami 0. One po one bobi.
Na game ni pass o ma mo fi.
One be bia we game no. Na baby kwa no oha ma adwene kakra ne there. Yes, Messi no or your superstar. I agree that's on your team na players ni ya better around him.
It's Argentina national team.
Yes, Argentina free. Even any team you better bia na. And ka ball under the boy me sure them ko botu me yin hu ye pa ho no. But Ruby sometimes no me feel like a collective effort. Say I shall press and the other players no go to me go to me ka. What try there what be different about tackler. Messi the ball he was just
no go to me can there. One night na
one ball she fan ho. Even when the ball benum pa.
No,
and the same Nkofu we ya was supporting Messi. And all the baby I expected a 40 years Cristiano Ronaldo. On an uncle press or honum. On an uncle tackle or honum. On this 1 year was an old team nifu. And then me feel so bad for the other players. And to Munkasa. Coach Gambo cannot complain. Because yes, or a superstar. Or yeah, or the goods. Let's say from now on to be one ball. And at a point in time, me feel as a coach so the other playing for Bumpa. Over to know why you but sometimes you know, me feel that's why Uncle Bebois. But when the touches for one yes, no, but call one. But PSG too much will dominate to you know what goes on. Even the almighty Inter Milan from the Arsenal from they struggle. How much more Inter Miami? What boy 11 against 11 now? I was at coming as a ball.
No, the first half because I think PSG for I think come players best 7. I think I 7 against 11.
Of course, the tackles be on the walk on. Boots in Kuti. Oh. Meanwhile, and I the favoritism be some style, you know. But at the end of the day,
Enrique tries at least, yeah, not to humiliate at least.
But me should be saw your football. But yeah, but PSG for now, but that was there. The level was so John Neves and now Manuel German because on time she go. But the whole of the season, no, now I shall second the 2 come home. And I know some numbers in both so you want to know. Young boy now bad or honor there once with 2 now was in Miami from the 2-1 level. But for them, we win a car because $21 million.
So far, no.
Yeah, so far, once to sky with my crew, you know. So they will be happy about it. Now they can go to the market, you know. Now Suarez born while we Inter Miami if they are serious, Suarez born while we
Inter Miami na say no.
$21 million.
Wow.
Yes, throughout the one stage in the sky with 2 now winning. Into a good one upon him to once about some of the man. Sergio Busquets, Ruby. Born we on to Montemi Cabio. Mr. Boy, the passes now no ball. Even Lionel Messi, Ponusun Born and Kevin can also we iron. But for no question, a proper team players are way good around him. No, he will still be able to function. All right. How the Alba and also make sure and make sure that Muhuni. But one goalkeeper no, who start a guy no, and I know saving to Miami pass. And quiet the man first half on Upono. Ruben Canapo will be saying something different. It's a PH for now bad way. And then for me, the next stage, you know, and I'll bet also competition, no. They are in there or honum. Now the Flamingo ball against or Bayern Munich or honum. Saturday McCain. European club, this is the moment obey you on honum. And then they gave us a beautiful game. And Brazilian clubs now obey no. In as much as an American about a fogo for 4 years, you know. But I feel the team will compete here proper in the tournament, you know. Not just about their progression, but not about goals and watching, no. But in terms of on the field of play, a Juma will to you know. Makada or your Flamingo for not just the Chelsea, no, but Ruby showing games are winning in Nano. If are able to dominate in certain key areas, you know, not against Bayern, and on any day they are in Kabaka and Kadama inferiority complex, no, and Kabanya Kakao Honum. But check out when I was for that was a game in share Bayern for no. Urban the passes won't make movement, won't create chances. Definitely they were there. When you born the ball, and for me, me food our years or Honum. Unfortunately, instead of one starts ye. On go no be no bu na bom kakra.
What time is about 2 goals
yes. Na after Hurricane. Hurricane so first you bought the group stages no just 1 goal no too much. But in the Robon no was no 2 was the first goal no before the Hurricane Ruby he's also still getting there. Numbers somebody has too much in your power on the quality no or sir. But I kwana once what allow him the opponent no baby nya the first goal no that is all you guessing in the 3rd minute no. Now me feel the goalkeeper Manuel no you could have done better. Me ma don't code one team because one not a director or banodo or Paris in Pank born about to for sure but we jam a born net but then 41st minute na Leon Grace kasusunya similar of that particular goal ni bi and also quite question
I'm saying deflection how papa boy
yes and Sano Joginho so be check about penalties is no matter what the situation is
we go keep pass day say the kotoa no ya nya bom asa no matu match ne
yes about simple or no meeting no Hurricane but church benya brace or Honma Bayern for winning by 4 goals to 2.
So Bayern coach in the company on.
Yes, of course.
So oya adwuma.
So far is it?
Sir.
So far is it?
Our tactics are not the chair one.
So good. So again experience, you know. Now he's understanding the place.
To buy coat company.
Oh, worry,
But
the next stage now we could do.
All right.
I want
to push a PhD now.
Push a PhD.
Fantastic.
A very big game of Kodo Kodomitsino. Let's see, Miss Manyamaboko. Marubi in that game, no Kodono. And I just one game. I don't know how much to be Bokodo Honum. I'm expecting Inter Milan to step up on the acceleration. Yes, it was.
I'm sending Brazil for a pack and fast.
Yes. It was also against Fluminense. No, I'm expecting Inter to win, even though Fluminense will try one best. Yes, but one quality no want to stand Inter for no. Inter for no will finish the job no Honum. Now 1 a.m.
Come again, so
Manchester City against
Ahila for no.
What are you expecting?
Ahila no. Al Dalsari.
About to my bo.
Al Salem.
About to my ball possession. About to make crazy chances in it. But I should go 2 City Basha 3.
Are you sure?
Yes. And the European club, this is their movement. I know about there one level no burn car for no wonder. He laugh about to my try one best. I trust Simone Inzaghi. The game of boy no or because he's also getting to know his team. But the passes now the Ruby not supposed to anyone. You cannot take anything away from him. But I feel that Manchester City so far, especially their last game against Juventus, or maybe certain renewed spirit with the boys over one they can do something. And I feel that against Hilafuno, they will go in with all their might, And for them, so actually the season in retrospective now, one. This is one of the trophies as a kawom. But edge trophy in Ruby, you will still be proud of the achievement for the year now. Nyamankoya family, me tip pep some more kind. What's the last year we had thousands of injuries. And now no feel the injuries no man this season no one koye. But this time as we to my sign the players why not don't try don't make question no. Obey mistake will be film against or Hilal for no. I expect Manchester City to win this particular one. Yes, give me the best.
I'll try semester every game.
Yeah, give me the best. So City to qualify ahead of Hilal for no. Will be any transfers in the kakra. And that club Chelsea. A lot of development we could do with Chelsea. Saturday, Friday, no na yakasa about Jamie Bino Gittins. I rented £55 million no. Chelsea could to Dortmund agree deal no we.
Chelsea Trace can
we. Trace can we. Yes. And the boy about joining the Chelsea after the club World Cup no. Na wa kwa ejuma. And last time I cut my only problem with Chelsea as it stands now no. Ruby there's only one thing there. Players now world burning because they are not so much of an improvement of one currently where are available no. But then I do know the left wing one no. Chelsea here another player. Our way no way to no way compete at least for squad in depth and then to give you that numbers no. Over here boy way so a bad player. And for me with the age no. About to na wa bought na wa kwa ejuma. I know me who list to be Mensah one had a circumstance was about to that.
Okay.
The players are Chelsea have faith in Manchester City Academy no. Only is you. One old boy is in the no. So right from Leon Delap or Yaza Office City Honum and after Tosin at the review, no so Manchester City, then Kopama and Romeo Lavia and now no Jamie Bino Gittins so from Manchester City Academy no. One so watch there. The more boys stand up when you want to Juma. And the Chelsea City and one academy no. Other City friend when you do one so two when you want Juma. I will be into the interesting story about breaking news no. No yeah, Joao Pedro for Brighton and Hove Albion. And under the Chelsea for so once again no. Wako sign another striker bill. Now, no agreement between the clubs, no, waja to in excess of £50 million. And I chose a coach Ama Brighton for there. One day na a Brighton, no, one to na one jan na on join the Chelsea. Into Yami Aduma or Tina, born about a medical test, no, with all your Chelsea for no. Now we signed a 7 years contract with Chelsea. Now, really, upon the mono, I'm a share Brighton for one player, sir. In recent years, no. What one was at Chelsea, even including coaches Nazin Yanano. Numbers in as old na or so honum. And I'm looking for the part of Brighton why a good business pirate or yet Chelsea for no. Because so far £282 million no. And I Chelsea for Chama Brighton for the likes of Joao Pedro, £60 million in all the deal in Yano with your honum. Asha Marco Krella no £60 million and I Chelsea would say Robert Sanchez Chelsea £25 million of honum. And a Moises Caicedo Chelsea could another £150 million wasn't Brighton for no. And Alfred Graham Potter no any backroom staff no. Chelsea to £22 million. And this uncalled for us. I question one previous clubs and what one son now. What son is my Brighton now. One son I went to Escape and found my or one previous clubs no. Mean to say I should amount of money at Brighton for no. 1 year for Chelsea for 1 10 now. Will be a good money. or a good business na why no. But question na me be someone that Joao Pedro will be all by Chelsea no. Is he an improvement over Nicholas Jackson? And Liam Delap.
Na Nkunku su klaba tona na.
Definitely over move on.
Hey,
they are all in the same bracket.
Chelsea.
It's actually last season now. Nicholas Jackson about 10 goals or Liam Delap bought 12 goals. And we saw about 10 goals or It's actually the same range now. That is it. But that means there Nicholas Jackson will be someone careful. They will push him outside of the team no. Because I had the confidence in him. And now he's losing favor. And since CIA was another striker back on it means competition be very fierce. I suspect that boy he may move on. Into Chelsea has signed another striker, Joao Pedro, but I feel a good player, or a Brazilian on your ball, or the turf for that dribbles no a very good, or a very daring or honor. And that is one thing that they are not sort of boy Chelsea man. Once we to now walk on, and you mean to know. These are the two players at Chelsea once we to now walk on. Ruby called the Italian Serie A num. Now Tammy Abraham, so far no simple you're one of those guys now. I do almost every 2 seasons be no. Obo move on to a different club. And there are reports now about the exclusive. Or has a Besiktas of all year Turkish football. In the Turkish league no now. Or ya Galafono and a Fenerbahce and a Besiktas. These are the 3 clubs.
Ole team no. Ole.
Yes, 20 million euros. And we coach here was a more AS Roma. I went on to you also want to explore a new club, a new league. Now we are Bontino. Last season, I bought AC Milan no, as an amfa, but he doesn't want to go back to Roma. He wants to try a new league. And so move acquire Besiktas. And maybe once you move to the Turkish league, no, your next destination, no, you're not getting any better club.
Saudi.
And that is Tammy Abraham for you.
Okay.
If you there no some career no. On shut down Pendran can expect today.
The Champions League
just maybe or one thing on some before Hono. Now Paul Pogba, Mark Canasa match. Weekend we were signing a contract 2 years Monaco. Now before we sign a contract in so soon.
So I will soon. I'm who self cake cannot pay. Say so I will soon.